live now.
This guy's throwing
Yeah, we're going
shots.
live. We're going live.
I'm on. Turn your volume off.
It's off. It was off.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
I'm just gonna hear
Because
live.
mine's on, baby.
Blasting.
All right, let's do this.
Let's do it.
Hello, everyone! It's Dylan from Yu-Gi-Oh! Everything, and welcome back to another Yu-Gi-Oh! Talking Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's Up, episode 51.
All right, take two.
The beginning of the end. We are here. We got a guest. We got the Rook crew right here, a little Rook Mania action. If you like, I gave JC this shirt for free for being a guest.
All day, baby.
Team Rook, let's go, baby. Woo! Let's go, baby. Boo, boo. They're Team Yuga. Boo. Tonight is gonna be Tonight is gonna be out of this world. We got some insane news regarding the 53 summary, the 54 title, which I know everyone has been buzzing about for the last few hours. We're gonna touch on that a little later on, and then of course we have a new opening to look forward to in T-minus 10 days. The season comes to an end in literally 3 days. And then, of course, this episode, in my opinion, one of the best Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's episodes yet. So we have a lot to discuss. And before we get to the conversations, I do want to thank all of you for making Talking Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's Up a part of your Wednesday nights. Thank you very much. JC, you probably know him. If you don't, Legendary Duels runs a great YouTube channel. Link down below. He makes all my thumbnails for the episode reviews. So big thank you to him for that. Beautiful thumbnail guy, beautiful dude. And give your promo, man. Give your promo.
Appreciate it.
Of course, dude. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Oh, yeah. I didn't know you were asking.
Oh, yeah, no, you're good.
You were hyping me up.
Yeah,
So,
I'm sorry. You take it when people hype you up.
All right. Anyway, yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy Legendary here. Super hyped to talk about the episode, and yeah, Team Rook all day. I got a lot to say about Rook. You already know. But
I like the energy.
I love the energy.
I love Rook.
Love the energy.
We're gonna move on. Let's go.
Yeah, shoot down real quick. You guys know them. Cal, Nick T, Pete. What is going on, guys?
Y'all? Doing great.
Doing well.
Happy to be here.
Good.
Happy JC's here.
Yeah, JC, we're happy to have you, my man.
It's been too long.
It's been way too long.
Congrats.
We're gonna talk some sevens, talk some Misaku, talk some Rook. It's gonna be a really fun
Why is
night.
Misaku always the topic?
And so I wanna start this podcast off by thanking everyone who super chatted and who donated in the last Talking Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's Up live stream. That is, I think, the best way that I can kind of give back a little bit to the amazing selflessness and generosity that you guys show me on a weekly basis. So a big thank you to Sean Gilbride, Thatman666, Ice Aiden, Infernape Shinjo, Nicholas Horton, Kaio Cesar Campos, Joseph Citadino, Brahim Asadiki, Dylan Adams, Electric Kevin, Drago77 Blue, Nick Schoner, 15, T-Pink Staff, Nick Yagi Cowboy, John Nugan, Legendary Duels, Serious X-Slayer 64, Limestone, Mega Karibo, Michael Mareb, and Solid Snack. And a special thank you to Seriously Orion. He did not donate during 7's Up last week, but during the watch-along, he donated $70, which was insane.
Wow.
Yeah, 50 pounds. So big thank you to Seriously Orion. And this week will be kind of weird. We will not be live on YouTube. We will be live on Twitch instead, reacting to the season finale. Most of us will be a part of that. Calibro, Pete, and myself, potentially my friend Dredger as well, if he can catch up. So make sure you follow me on Twitch to see that reaction. Will be part of a 48-hour live stream starting this Friday. But more on that later. We are here to talk about 51. I've already given my thoughts in a review, so I don't want to clog too much of general thoughts here. JC, you're the guest. I always like to give the guests the floor when they come on because people are used to hearing us week in and week out. So not only your thoughts on this past episode, your thoughts on Sevens as a whole, because I know you weren't the biggest fan of Reigns. So no, and I think I'm not kidding around. I'm just saying. I think you're
kidding around.
I think that's important for context though, because
I don't think so.
Well, no, it is because I've noticed that Pete liked Nick T a little. Pete likes Brains a little more than Nick T, and Nick T
I like Brains
like Sevens a little more than Pete.
Sevens a bit
so I think there is a little bit of a correlation.
I
think there is a bit of a correlation between liking maybe different tone of shows. So I think it is a little bit relevant. But I want your opinions on Sevens as a whole, and what you think the show has done well, some things you want to see going forward.
All right. Well, I mean, obviously my opinions on Sevens is pretty high. I really enjoyed it, and it's probably just goes in comparison with we just came from Vrains, which was a great show, but the problem was it was always just too dark all the time. Not enough slice of life, not enough moments where we got to spend time with the characters outside of life and death. So it just felt like I could never like enjoy the characters. But Sevens is the direct opposite of that. It's all lighthearted, which is good and bad. It has its serious kind of like light serious moments here and there, but not too serious. But I don't know. I just personally like a show that can also make me laugh, and I enjoy the characters. I enjoy the chemistry between the characters. The main cast, the chemistry with all of them is great, and even their chemistry with a lot of other characters, even side characters, is like, really good. Yeah. So like, even I can come every week and know I'm going to have a good time, even if it's not a life or death situation. Would I like there to be some at some point? Sure, because it's Yu-Gi-Oh. Yeah. But if it doesn't come, it's not the end of the world as long as the story is good. And so far, the story has been really good. Yeah. Very well constructed. Everything has a purpose and a meaning for being there. All the characters are utilized in one way or another. So yeah, I think Sevens overall has been a good quality show. And, you know, some will like it, some will hate it, but
that's every show.
In the end of the day, it's still a well-written show.
Favorite arc of the 4 so far?
Favorite arc of the 4. Didn't spend too much time thinking about that.
I hit you with these questions, bro. I don't give you time to think.
Wow. He's a pro interviewer.
Yeah, I guess this arc was probably the most hype. It was there was less useless, I guess, moments or duels.
I would fully agree.
Everything kind of had its purpose, and I did like the Roa arc. I thought that was a cool arc. Roa's arc was fun. Yeah, I guess
this arc.
Yeah, this arc is probably still the best. It's just yeah.
Well, Calibro,
what's up?
We'll go down the table. What did you think about episode 51? This past episode, your thoughts?
I liked the episode a lot. It was a good mix of, like, you know, kind of tournament arc that is going on, like a good mix of the duel, and then they like flooded you with dialogue and plot and all this information towards the end of the episode, which I thought was kind of perfect, like in making this a 2-part, because I feel like with a rush duel it's kind of hard to really make it seem like natural that it's a 2-episode duel. So I do like how they kind of threw in there's a power outage, but not really. It's like they're trying to get rid of this completely, all this stuff, and then it comes to the end, and it's Otis, and it's like, wow, we've thought this all along, but they've been trying to push it away from us until right now. Yeah. Because I feel like at the beginning we were like, it's all Otis, like, it's him, and then we've always been thinking, maybe not. Like, he kind of seems like he's on Yuga's team here, you know, maybe it's somebody else, but nope, brought it full circle right back to him at the end, and I love the way the episode was set up.
Yeah. Nick Tate.
I love this episode, honestly.
For the dono.
From pretty much every aspect, like from like the like some like light comedy. There wasn't as much actually as usual. Like I think that the tone was a little bit darker, but like even like the light comedy was fun. But then we had this tone. I said it out loud. We were watching it that like it felt like a season finale.
Yeah.
Because like from out of the gate, like the music that is like very serious, where it's like it's almost like impending, and we get the duel, which is great, but what the episode really leaves us off with is just one of my favorite things thus far.
Yeah, one of the best endings to an episode so far.
Yeah, like just like the fact that like one that you guys already figured it out, which part of why I love him. He's 3 steps ahead of everybody, even when you're not sure if he is, and the moon thing, I don't know. I just love it. I just love it.
Yeah. The moon thing was insane to me, and we're going to talk more about the moon and the robot. This was stuff that was foreshadowed in the very first episode. Yeah. Yep. When Rook, and for those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, go back and watch the first episode. I showed them. Even though I think
it's like the first scene.
We all remember. The robot is the very first scene. Yeah. You see Roman, Gagato, Rook, and Yuga in these outfits, which we're going to get to a little later on, could correspond to something coming in the future. And the robot is there. The robot is the very first scene running up to Otis, which is standing on like a pile of like junk, it looks like.
Yeah. With like a big Goha, stone Goha symbol.
So fascinating there that the robot comes into play. The moon symbolism, Rook said, the legend of, Rush Duels are becoming the king of duels. When the moon shines its brightest, that's when the path will illuminate and the moon is where the server is. It's pretty insane.
Yeah.
50 episodes later. Again, I don't think we needed this to say they've had a very good grasp of what they've wanted to do as a show. This show has an identity.
Yes.
There were times with Brains and some other Yu-Gi-Ohs where I'm like, they're kind of all over the place a little bit.
like, where is
GX
this
early
going?
on, I think about,
Oh, yeah.
where there's not really much of an identity. And even though Sevens has had those very comedic one-off episodes, overall, it's been there. They know exactly what they want to do. They know how to get to it. And this just further exemplifies that. Pete, your thoughts on this episode, your thoughts on 51.
Yeah, I think you guys pretty much said it. Shout out to the OST, as I always like to do
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, seriously.
In this episode really set the tone for me to give this a feeling that we're ending here towards this 2-part season finale. Some interesting, like, I don't know if it's Otis's theme or something there, but like an X-File kind of kind of theme.
Which we've
The
never
last
heard
minute.
before.
When everything was going on. So that was a new little OST that was introduced there. So definitely give a shout out to that. But yeah, love the episode in general. Real hyped even to see the end of our last Rush Duel. But we'll see what happens.
Yeah, well, right, last Rush Duel, because that's the name. That's literally the name of episode 52, the final Rush Duel. We'll get to the 52 sum, the 53 summary, the 54 and 55 titles as well. I want to grill you guys real quick. Otis. Any theories? Who do you think he is? Do you think he's the actual villain? And you guys in the chat, please, answer that as well. Or do you think this is another red herring? Do you think he is actually a villain and was truly being the one that was manipulating everything? For what purpose? You had a theory that I thought was interesting. I mean, what do you guys make of Otis? I have no idea.
You
want me
go
to go?
for it first.
I don't know. It might sound crazy at first, but like I feel like shows do this a lot. Where I made a joke many Sevens ups ago that what if Otis is like a future version of Yuga?
Yeah.
Right? I mean, there's some symbolism there. There's some connections in his kind of color scheme. It's kind of similar to kind of like Yuga's and Yuga's hair color. And I feel like the genuine connection of like wanting him to be better to serve his own purpose, like there's something there in terms of how intelligent and how both of them play a 4D chess style.
the dono.
I could see that potentially happening. Like, how did Yuga have the inspiration to make the robot and draw that all the way back in episode 1
Right.
when he had no idea that the server and that was on the moon? So he just had a dream about it, of sensing his new road, or was it a premonition of a thought that was already there because his future self created it? So maybe it's a little too comic booky, but yeah, that's my crack theory for the week.
Well, you were kind of on with Otis from the beginning where you said you've watched a lot of shows, a lot of comic book shows or comic book inspired
Thank
shows
you
where
for
there's a
the
character that acts like the
dono.
mentor towards the protagonist and then they kind of betray them. And so maybe there is a little bit of inspiration from those
And they
kind of shows.
always do it because not only it serves their own purpose, but they have the hero grow stronger because whatever story device is in there, they need it to accomplish their goal.
Yeah.
And I think even if he's not a future Yuga, that is, I think, in my mind, like 99% of what Otis is doing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
This entire thing had to be set up because he couldn't do it on his own. He needed Yuga to bridge that gap.
But see, here's what I don't get about Otis. He was the one who installed Rush Duels.
Yeah.
Why is he uninstalling Rush Duels?
I think all of us, including the audience, are asking the same exact
That makes me think that maybe he's not like the villain, quote unquote. Because why go through this trouble
He
of
sounded
getting
pretty
Rush Duels?
villainous.
He sounded
He did sound very villainous, but so did the ramen guy. So I don't know.
But again, this is a much more serious threat than him watching something on his phone. I mean,
We didn't know he was watching something on his phone.
no, he didn't. But
He was
we
maniacally laughing
know,
after they read the.
But we know Otis has done so many things. Even the characters are aware that he's been manipulating them. He was the one that was able to get Rush Duels installed in the first place. Like, he's the most capable character we've in the show thus far. So
Yeah, he's been driving the story.
so like
pretty much.
this time it
No, you're
actually
right.
makes sense for him to be a villain.
Yeah. What do you make of Otis?
For me, it's kind of hard to like. Obviously, they ended it off on a like very kind of like evil, ominous tone, but it's still too hard to tell because like it's just bizarre to me that he set up he helped Yuga get to this point,
Right.
and now he's uninstalling it. I feel like there's a greater plan. Obviously, there's a greater plan with that. I feel like I don't know what it is. That's the bizarre part. We don't know what it is, but I don't know. I feel like I don't think he's gonna be the main villain, but I feel like they're trying to lead us to think that.
That's kind of where.
I wouldn't mind it, to be honest. I wouldn't care, but I think
I don't know.
they're just leading us to think that. But
Yeah.
we'll find out later because Goha wants to stop Rush Duels as well, and I don't know. It's just kind of weird. It's like Goha wants to stop them, and then he also wants to stop Rush Duels when he's the one who started it. It's just kind of like, okay, what's the point in that?
Yeah.
Like, what's the goal with that? And was Rush Duels like a thing even before you created it? Because that robot was obviously in space for a long time.
Right,
Yeah.
or did the robot get created
this
as soon
had-
as Rush Duels was initiated?
Yeah, I don't know.
know.
It seems so rusted that
It
been there.
It feels
for a
like
long...
it's been there for
Yeah.
I agree.
decades.
Yes.
Neil made it seem like it was older technology.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did. But that he specifically says that's the server for Rush Duels.
Yeah. He said they also refer to it directly as the Rush Duels program.
Yeah, yeah. So how long has that been up there? So was Rush Duels a thing in the past or in like an ancient life that Otis
I think,
remembers?
I think
This-
it would have to be.
What I like about this episode is that it leaves a lot more questions than answers.
And do you want to know the most annoying thing about episode 52?
What?
Otis is not on the cast list.
No!
That's
So I know a lot of people
He
are like,
would do that.
well, oh yeah, no, he would.
He would
Well,
just-
and so would the writers. Oh, we'll get a lot of answers next week before this season ends. Nah, we won't. There's a good chance we won't get answers even in the beginning of next season. So what just happened? That is more than likely the last line that Otis will be delivering of the season. Right. So that makes things even more frustrating from a greedy fan perspective, not
course.
necessarily bad from
Oh,
a
yeah,
story
it could be
perspective.
great, but, like,
but
I'm just-
we're gonna be debating that. I have a feeling next week as well, and for the weeks to come, what Otis's true purposes are.
And in terms of the tournament, like, what was the point of him throwing this tournament? Like, what's the goal with that?
Yeah,
I think
maybe he.
I mean, it could be to bring back that robot, but I don't know. I guess
maybe
you know how when Yu-Gi-Oh, it's a main thing. Like, you need dual energy.
Yeah. Oh
or
yeah.
whatever.
No, that's
so
such
like
a classic
it's like
thing.
so that's probably what this tournament was for, to get like he wanted to start Rush Duels and like have it spread and then kind of gain up all this energy or data or whatever you want to call it, so that he could uninstall it for some reason and then bring the robot back to life or something. I'm not really sure.
Well, you've
But
seen that already in 5Ds, the first arc they do. that. With Godwin and
all
they do that a
stuff.
lot. Yeah.
So that's a classic Yu-Gi-Oh thing. GX did it a lot as well. See, I read a couple of things that I thought were pretty fascinating. What if Otis is uninstalling to get rid of the maximum sequence that Nail installed, and then he's going to reinstall it so that he can add his own twist to the Rush Duel game? Because we know Rush Duels is getting a new method.
Right, of
And
course.
so what if him uninstalling Rush Duels is for the purpose of eventually reinstalling it with this new summoning mechanic? And if that's the case, then Otis...
It's not necessarily the villain.
Is not a villain.
Yeah, he's just trying to advance.
And I guess
the
it all
game
comes
of
down because the line he delivered was very villainous, but I think you guys really are forgetting how that episode with the ramen guy ended, where they read the lore and they ask about if the ramen guy knows, and he's just laughing and chuckling, and that's how the episode ends. Very ominously, very similar to this. I just wonder
Well,
if Sevens...
I called that one.
You did call that one, but I just wonder if Sevens is doing it again where it's a block.
Okay, they could, but here's my little argument back is that man was in a ramen shop looking at his phone ultimately. Otis is on the moon. He's on
In the
fucking
server,
moon.
yeah.
So let's just make that clear.
No, he's doing something significant,
Yeah.
but I don't know if I don't know if I can fully be convinced.
He's on the moon with a robot from the beginning of the show and the original old server of Goha.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's
what-
something there.
But what if it is to genuinely advance the game again?
Which would,
But I feel like then that's only him
I
manipulating
have a
the
thought on
situation
that.
for
Yeah.
his evil purposes.
Go ahead, Nancy.
I was just saying, even if that is the case, that doesn't necessarily mean later down the road he's still not the main villain.
Yeah, I don't trust him.
Yeah,
at
I still
all.
don't trust him. Like, I mean, he just like because I think all of this doesn't necessarily go against Pete's idea of like having to string along Yuga and make him stronger so that whatever he needs to be done gets done. That could include advancing Rush Duels to the final stage, wherever that may be.
Yeah.
And then he, completes his goal, whatever that might be.
Yeah.
And I think that if you're comparing it to the guy in the ramen shop, you just look at who the two characters are. They can toy with a guy that's just the guy behind the ramen counter, you're bringing in a guy who's been around since the beginning of the show, and you're
He's
just gonna
significant.
you're gonna have a little fluke like, "Oopsie daisy, it wasn't me." Like,
I obviously think what he's doing is significant, but I just am not convinced that it's an evil purpose.
Yeah, I mean, this show is notorious for.
Well,
some
he has his own
rednecks.
agenda. It's for his own agenda, regardless if you look at it as evil or not. He's doing something for his own gain, most likely.
You know, part of me thinks maybe it's not evil, right? Like, but at the same time, when you force Shadow back from that first episode,
Yeah.
right? And then you have a moment like this where everything, like, why have this tournament? Is it just to gain energy? I mean, him putting himself in harm's way, we thought at the time, right? Getting arrested by Goha, but he had to duel Yuga to convince Yuga to have some spirit and get into the tournament. Why? Like, why did any of that, why is Yuga so important to this story in the first place? Why couldn't anyone else create?
He gave
Rush
Yuga.
Duel?
He gave Yuga the Sevens Road card when Yuga was a baby.
Right.
So he's sought out Yuga for a while. There has to be a deeper.
And
connection.
I
Roa,
just thought of something crazy.
Roa was
All right.
there.
Yeah.
And he gave it to Yuga.
Yeah, Roa was there. What's your?
Wasn't there recently? I forgot which episode of Sevens, but it was recently. It was in this season that at the end of the episode. Oh wait, am I thinking of a different anime? No, no, I'm
It
not.
happens.
No,
Well, what happened? Explain it. You might be thinking of a different anime,
I
bro.
could be, but I haven't been watching any other anime other than Sevens, so it can't be.
Well, then what?
Wasn't there a scene at the end of one of the Sevens episode where they were like looking at the sky and there was like a rocket ship flying up or something like that?
Well, that happens at the ending. During the ending, like visuals, the rocket ship.
No, I remember it being in an episode
I
specifically.
don't remember that.
Like they were looking up. I don't know. I might have to look back at that. I might
Look
have to
back at it.
back.
If anyone in the chat remembers or
I
has,
might have to look back at that.
yeah.
Because that could have been the moment when Otis went up to space.
Maybe
And we didn't think of anything.
Yeah.
Let me ask this question.
I think it's actually Otis on the moon.
But I gotta.
True.
I think it's a hologram.
You know, I mean, we don't know.
Otherwise-
is Otis really even alive?
Well,
Like, we don't know any
Remember,
of this.
Rook touched Otis in the flesh, and then in 5 episodes later, he escaped jail and flew to the moon?
Yeah.
That's
like,
crazy.
I don't know. I mean, this guy seems to do anything.
Remember,
at the
he
moment.
quickly triplicated himself to duel Roman Gagato and
This
Roa.
is my question,
And Rook.
right? Well,
Yeah.
clearly that was when he was a hologram. But this is my question.
Yeah.
I think it's more fascinating that the drone, and in turn Mimi, but especially the drone, probably has been leading Goha for a long, long time.
Right.
Right.
I know what you're gonna say.
Why did they not know where their original server was?
Yeah.
Does anyone think that's weird?
And
I
Otis
think that's
does.
extremely
I think
weird.
it's extremely
that,
weird.
That if he maybe, he worked for the company or whatever,
Yeah,
how
sure.
did he figure this out and maybe got to the moon or hologram himself, whatever. It's all his doing.
Otis-
They don't know.
Otis has always been, though, presented like a godlike figure.
he knows-
Remember, he was the only person that was able to stop Nail when Nail was hacking
Yeah.
the systems. And it's fascinating to me. Another scene that I love that I really haven't talked about is when Nail is talking about what's going on and Mimi flies into the background and she's yelling and she's like, "Hey, Sionji Neil, can't you stop this
Right.
and help us?" And I'm like, actually, he can't.
No, he doesn't.
Otis is a better hacker than him, and
yeah,
that's already been
100%,
proven.
yeah.
That's, yeah.
And so he literally can't, and they didn't really focus on it, but I'm like, no, he really can't help you. Like, you're helpless. Like, if
They
this
said a line like that too, that this is more than just
just
like
a hack,
hacking.
yeah, this
Yeah.
is Otis completely dominating the
But
situation.
would you? The one thing that I thought of was like Mr. Goha, like the mask.
He didn't
itself,
speak,
Did not say
which I
a
thought was
word.
fascinating.
Yes,
Right.
because they were like, "Oh my god, like I don't know where it is," and he easily could have spoken up about it and didn't. So, which makes me think the mask itself knows.
He may have known, and he might have very well been okay with what was happening.
Yeah.
Because remember, Mimi doesn't want Rush Duels to be stopped.
Yeah.
Right.
They're trying to stop Otis from hacking in. Because Otis, what is he doing? He's trying to uninstall Rush
Uninstall.
Duels. Mimi's trying to prevent that from happening. The drone wants Rush Duels
Yeah.
to be
Yeah.
uninstalled.
True, but also if I
Unless
was,
he wants to monopolize it.
if I was President Drone, I'd probably, regardless of what the end goal is, not trust what Otis was doing.
Yeah, but maybe he also just knows they're helpless against Otis. He's that much of a threat. I thought it was weird that Drone didn't
say
speak.
anything, right?
And I
Very
said that in my
interesting.
review as well.
Well, there
I
was
thought that
one guy who
weird.
figured out what was going on.
Get a
Get it.
chance. Yeah.
I was like,
He
yeah.
I need to get them all.
But yeah, it's Could you find it?
I would have to like go back and
Yeah.
watch it. I don't have time for it, but
No, it's fine.
hopefully I find it one day.
And-
Anyway,
Yeah.
Actually, no. You go ahead.
I mean, what if this is all? I mean, this could all just be like, even the whole Goha drone thing, that could also be Otis's plan. Like the Goha drone could be controlled by him.
Yeah.
And he created Rush Duels and then had people fight against Rush Duels to like maybe build up this energy or whatever, like to get his plan. So it could be that the drone didn't say anything.
Imagine if Otis.
We did say that what if he is playing both sides? Like I think I said that like 5 episodes ago. That what if he's Palpatine? What if he's literally playing both sides of the war?
The way they're setting this up, if he ends up, if he ends up being the villain, he could end up being one of the greatest Yu-Gi-Oh villains because of what he's pulling. Not necessarily from a pure evil standpoint. Well, we don't know his intentions. We don't even know if he's going to be a villain. But the plan. Now, here's a quick question. Do you think he wrote that notebook? That notebook that was drawn by a kindergartner?
No, it looks like it was drawn by a child.
Yeah. I think that he may have to throw people off his scent.
To make it think it's a
because, and we see this, and I said this in my review, and it's grim to say, but like with serial killers, where they'll like leave a note and they'll have like their initials, but their initials mean nothing. It doesn't correspond to them at all. Yeah. And so you throw a detective off the scent because CV. What does CV mean? Yeah. It means nothing. It doesn't correspond to anything.
CV is a cover letter, not a cover letter. It's a resume.
Yeah.
So I think that's what Otis could have been doing by drawing that book. Because remember, Mimi says it must have been drawn by a kindergartner. She accuses Yuga. They're probably looking for someone who's very young that could have been drawn. And maybe someone young did draw it and make it for Otis. But I think it would be even more sinister and show Otis's calculations if he was the one who literally sloppily put together this to make people think that it was a young character.
He could use a voice changer for that girl on the phone call in the beginning of the show.
No, let's not.
Now we're going too.
Let's not get there. She'll appear. Let's not get there.
I have money on it, so.
Yeah, fascinating. I knew Otis would kind of dominate this conversation, but we haven't talked about the duel at all. No, I mean, you want to start? You guys are obviously rooting for Rook. You got the Rook shirts on. Exclamation mark merch. If you want to pick up and support your favorite Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's character, exclamation mark merch. Link is also in the description. What do you guys think of the duel? I thought the duel was pretty enjoyable so far. Obviously, this kind of podcast, we're going to focus more on the plot stuff. But dueling action, what do you guys think?
All right, I'll start.
Yeah, you start.
I'm sorry. Before even the dueling, I want to get into everything before the dueling because I feel like that needs to be talked about too. Yeah. I personally really loved it a lot. I'm sure you guys probably liked it too. All the dialogue that happened before the duel between Rook and Yuga, and even just Rook, Gakuto, and Roman, like how he treated his team members. Like he was so respectful and grateful towards them. Yeah. And like actually like he was different. You know how he's usually like very like, I want to like control everybody and like be ruling over them. Yeah. In this case, he was like, "Yo, like you guys did like an amazing job. I'm only here because of you guys. Like you guys pulled through. Like you guys are my team members. Like I just love that speech from him. And like just the last couple episodes, he's had a different tone shift and attitude and whatever.
I fully agree.
And just in this episode, he really like shined for me. I'm like, yes, this is the Rook. Like don't get me wrong. He was still being goofy here and there in the episode, which I still love. I don't want him to change that because that's Rook. But, like, he was being so much more serious, and he was, like... But he was just so grateful. I love the words that he said to Roman and Gakuto, and then I love the words he said to Yuga. It's like, yo, don't hold back on me. Like, I want you to give me everything. Like... I've been waiting for this moment for so long. I want you to give it your all. Don't hold back.
That's when the song drops right there.
No, Rook.
Remember, that's a callback to episode 2.
Yeah,
because he said he questioned Yuga right after he won. He said, "Did you really like? Did you let me win?" So he's been doubting himself this entirety of the show.
He has definitely. Yeah. Well, he didn't believe it. Yeah.
Well, this is literally his first big duel. Against a legitimate opponent since episode 2.
Yeah.
So everything has been building up to this, and this is either put up or shut up here. So Rook knows that this is a duel that will either really crush him or define his legacy.
Yeah.
This is a massive duel, and he knows that, and he wants Yuga to be at full strength. He doesn't want Yuga to hold back. Yuga, and the reason he says something like that, which I love, not only for the reasons that you mentioned, but Yuga has expressed in the past his hesitance for wanting to become the king of duels. We even remember at the beginning of this arc, Yuga wasn't even going to join the tournament. Because he didn't want to get in the way of Rook or anyone like that. Right. So Yuga has shown hesitancy throughout this show about not wanting to be the king of duels, letting Rook have it, and that's why the lines where Rook was like, but if you want to let me win, that's fine too. And those comedic lines actually worked. Yeah. So to see Rook really, though, rambunctious and say like, hey, you have to go serious here. Like, I'm not gonna have like a half-assed win. This is everything to me. I really loved, and
yes.
Roman, man, Rook and Roman have come a long way. Their relationship has come a long way. You guys forget that Rook, especially in that second arc, did not like Roman. Called her a traitor. That Arai-Arata duel definitely helped their relationship, but I mean, it was a very wholesome moment.
Yeah, she blushed. She was so surprised to hear him.
Which I don't think
Kaput
she's
was
blushed
surprised
yet.
too with what he was saying.
Both of them were like absolutely shocked.
Because it's out of character for him. He's usually like thinking all about himself.
It was like almost like he was gonna die.
Yeah,
so he said that.
Rook has grown a lot these last two episodes.
And similarly to what JC said, I was saying while we were watching the episode, like he's really come into his own as a leader. Like, yes, he's been sort of a clown the past like arc and a half, but like he really like, especially the past like 4 episodes, has like become a leader and like has said some of the most like insightful and like profound things he said as a character yet.
Yeah.
Like he had a lot of commentary in the last episodes about both their duels. Like,
exactly.
Like don't worry about them. They got this.
He
like,
calmed Gakuto down.
Like he had full confidence that they were gonna pull through somehow. He had no doubts. Like I don't know. I find that very interesting.
I mean, Rook has felt more like the main protagonist these last 3 or 4 episodes than Yuga has.
Yeah.
I mean, he really has. So Rook has,
I think like didn't he say to Roman like that she's very dependable or something like that?
Yeah,
and that's like shocking even for I feel like us to hear him say.
Yeah,
after calling her a traitor for
and not only that, I'd never use that adjective to describe any girl character in the Yu-Gi-Oh anime.
Dependable.
Dependable.
Reliable.
She came through. She defeated one of the main rivals and the main character. Recently.
She's had basically like the best wins in the show.
She's been very reliable and dependable. So she's been really, really good. And I'm excited to see where Roman goes in season 2. And I'm so excited to see where all these characters go. Your thoughts on the duel, Pete, so far?
I liked it. I feels the stakes have been raised, right?
Yeah.
It just the back and forth. I mean, we're pulling out Seven's Road Magician on the first turn. So, usually when I've been watching these Yu-Gi-Oh shows, which hasn't been long, like, if you're pulling out your ace on the first turn, we know that there's more to come. There's some new ace coming. There's going to be some crazy crap that's going to happen. Yeah. And I like that we kind of get that out of the way, and then we can get some more of the crazy things of maximums and probably counters to that and so on and so forth. So, I really enjoyed it.
What I loved about the duel is the luck symbolism.
Yeah,
the team that wins this duel will have 777, which 3 7s is known for being a very symbolic luck number. Yuga uses a trap that is all luck based. Surprise barcode, where he's got to get 5 of 7 monsters. And then Rook uses a trap where he's got to get 7s on the slot machine. Both traps, very luck dependent. They both luck out. I think it's a great symbolism of what 777 represents and what Yu-Gi-Oh! Sevens is at the end of the day all about. So even the ways that they both survived to get to the next turn was really good. And remember, Rook has a new ace that was foreshadowed in that slot machine. We're going to see that next week. That's very exciting. Can Rook become the first duelist to ever defeat a maximum user without having a maximum of his own?
100% yes.
That's what we're looking for.
I think he's capable.
I've got to be honest.
Mountain to climb.
After this episode, I kind of want to change my pick to Rook. We can't. Obviously, your picks are locked in.
Done.
Would you change your pick if you could? I would change my pick. The way that this episode was written, it seems to me like Rook is going to get the win.
Yeah, but see, I think that's why it's 2 parts. Because the second episode is going to be written the other way. I'm rooting for Rook. I picked Yuga.
You could be right.
Because I think that's what's going to happen.
But
now, actually, I just thought about it, and I think based on the dialogue, I maybe would change it.
I don't know. It's
because
fascinating.
There's something I feel like, and maybe I'm like looking too far into it, like the idea that we mentioned earlier that Rook has questioned his win against Yuga since the beginning because he feel like maybe he didn't give it his all, and Yuga's now saying, "I'm giving it my all this time," and I feel like for Rook to overcome that would be the biggest like advancement of his character yet, and I think that would mean a lot more to him than it would to Yuga to overcome Yuga when he's giving his all.
I think also the telltale sign that could be the way this is swaying is that what happens usually when you have one character have overwhelming odds, in this case Yuga having a maximum, usually the underdog is going to pull it out for the story.
Yeah.
So that would be my argument that way. But as I said last week, I don't I know you feel different. I don't know how favorably I will think of Yuga if he loses yet again.
Yeah.
That, for me, is going to nick his character a little bit.
Yeah.
Because now it's getting it's too frequent now.
Yeah. For me, because I do feel differently. Because for me, like the creator of Pac-Man, his legacy is not being the best Pac-Man player. It's creating Pac-Man. And for Yuga, I think his legacy is always going to be.
But are we watching an anime about the creator of Pac-Man, or are we watching a main character that's supposed to be a great duelist that's lost like 5 or 6 times now?
Yeah, I don't know if I would
episodes.
consider him a great. Even if he wins, I don't know if I'd consider Yuga a great duelist.
I consider him a good one.
I consider him
I don't
good.
think he's like the most amazing personally, but I think he's great. I honestly do think, and I'm not just hyping Rook up, I think he's one of the best ones. Obviously, I think Nail is really great. Obviously, he's probably the best one, I would say, out of all of them. But once again, his whole strategy revolves around the maximum.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him do anything outside of that.
He hasn't had to.
Doesn't really count for me. I'm just like, if you can't win without your maximum, then what does that really show?
And
to me, anyway.
And I know, Dill, you've had this argument, and I agree with it. Wins and losses are not everything, right? But a lot of the examples you used there were characters that were side characters, villains, so forth. This is your main character.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the person that's supposed to be driving the show. He's on your packs of art boxes and what the show's marketing goes to. If he's constantly just taking L's, and I understand, I will factor in that his opponents have been way tougher than Rook's. Way tougher.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I mean, you got to pull off a win. You already lost to Rook. And as much as Rook thinks it wasn't legitimate, it was.
I
Like,
agree with that.
Yuga lost.
I agree with that.
And so, I don't know. And Colin made the point, too. Like, ultimately, you have Yuga enter the tournament, even though that was kind of Otis controlled.
Yeah.
He enters the tournament just to lose. Like, I don't know. Like, it feels like there was supposed to be some kind of story there of him ultimately not wanting to join, and then he triumphs and wins it all. I don't know how
that's
that
definitely possible. I feel like...
Well, I know you're rooting for Rook. I mean, who do you think is actually going to win?
I still think Rook is going to win.
Really? Okay.
Being honest, I feel like he definitely can win. I feel like regardless, because like what's going to determine probably who's going to win or lose in terms of the story is like obviously Otis wants him to become the king of duels or the king of games, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
But the thing with that is, I feel like the way this whole thing was planned by him, this whole tournament and everything since the beginning has been planned by him. And I feel like regardless of how that duel ends, Otis got what he wanted already.
Yeah.
It's already over, so it doesn't matter if Yuga gets that title or not, because in the end, he probably has everything he needs already, and he just needs the duel to finish. He needed Yuga to get to that point, and whoever ends up winning at the end it has to be Yuga at the end that fights to give it his all with the maximum dual energy.
Of
Obviously,
course.
if you're using a maximum, that's a lot of dual energy. And then also having a high caliber duelist like Rook. I think if he beats a maximum, I feel like that's going to like really give him a lot of energy. And I think he got what he wanted. So regardless, the story will move forward no matter who wins to me.
Oh, I completely agree with that.
I just had a thought that it's something we've discussed in the past about sort of a wedge being driven between Yuga and Rook.
Yeah.
Sort of the jealousy and like just various things, and I think a Yuga win, if it's something that would actually happen, a Yuga win would serve that quite well.
It very well could.
Because not only did well, first of all, Rook threatened Yuga to enter the tournament, and when he didn't, he finally accepted it, and then Yuga found a roundabout way to get into a tournament that he didn't even care about winning.
With a stack team.
And Rook cares far more about the title than Yuga does. So for Yuga to win, it would be a slap in the... could be perceived as a slap in the face.
I agree.
If we want to see that wedge happen as like a plot point, I think this would be the way to do it.
Look, I'm in the business of storylines. I think that there's so many fascinating storylines that come from it. I think way more controversy comes from Rook beating Yuga, which I think I love controversy, especially when it comes to the Yu-Gi-Oh anime.
Yeah, because it's unheard of for the main character to lose at like a tournament
5 times
like,
in 52
in
episodes.
the season finale.
It'd be crazy. Yeah, that's the other thing.
But Sevens is different. Sevens is very different with how they do things.
But Yuma Kaito, round 2.
Yeah, I agree.
That was a shocker.
Yeah.
So it's happened before, but...
It has, yeah.
Is there a chance that this duel doesn't have a result?
There is a chance. To me, it has to have a result. I think
feel like
you don't think it can get uninstalled before the duel ends?
I think that'd be such
I feel like he needs it to be finished before it gets uninstalled.
Can you imagine Rook's about to attack?
He's gonna say it.
Yuga's about to either take the attack or flip up a card, and then we get CTs, and the duel ends up being a no result. Can you imagine that,
You could
dude?
just say teased.
I can't say that word on stream.
You can say teased.
Oh, teased. Oh, yeah. That's not, well, I said that. But that would be crazy. I could see it being a no result, but it's going to be
It
fascinating.
like doesn't end near like, and then
I wouldn't like
Yuga's
that.
just
I
like,
hate no
like
results.
Rook's like, no, we're gonna
Joey
finish this
Yugi,
when
bro.
we're done here, and
We
it's
didn't
like,
even see the duel at all. That was not even a no result. We just didn't see it.
Can I make one final
Yeah,
point here?
absolutely.
The other thing here, and it might not be a huge deal, but just adds a little bit to the storylines, is remember when Yuga was going against Otis right before the tournament started?
Of course, yeah.
And a lot of the crowd, when he was ultimately looking like he was going to lose there to Otis, was like, well, maybe he wasn't the creator of Rush Duels. Maybe that was all kind of BS. So they were doubting him. So I think putting him on a national stage, at least in Goha, let's say, right, for everyone to see, for the creator of Rush Duels, probably many people seeing for the first time ever, for him to just lose, I don't know how that looks. You know,
I agree with you. I'm in it for
I-
storylines.
I agree. I agree with that point too. I just still think he's
I think
gonna win some. I feel like the writers are gonna do it for some
fascinating,
reason.
dude.
I feel like they're just gonna
Fascinating.
do it, and I feel like they hyped up that new ace that he's gonna use in the next episode.
Yeah, that's
I'm
the
like-
other thing.
And I feel like Rook is smart enough as a duelist to figure out a counter or multiple counters to like defeat
He's
it. I
good.
think he'll be the first one. I think he'll be the first. I think it'll make more historical significance if he was the one to be the first to kill a maximum without a maximum.
Still, just to refresh my memory, since it was just us there
Yes.
on that stream, did you have Rook in your top 5 duelists? Like, how high was it?
He was number 5.
He was
okay.
5.
Yeah.
Do you remember where I put Rook in the top 5?
You put it number 1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, just
Because
for-
technically
I
he has not
remember
lost.
that.
Yeah,
But again, Rook, cupcake opponents. That was my argument.
that's true. But well, except Yuga, episode 2, he
Yuga
defeated
episode
him.
2. Well, if Yuga was
He
strong,
started off strong.
No, Yuga was strong.
he's layering doubt. He's layering. You caused
started-
Rook to doubt
I
him.
He didn't
watched
have
the
to
Bayless
defeat
one.
Yeah, but is
a
Yuga
bunch of good
even a good
characters. He
duelist?
already beat the
Well,
main
right,
one.
exactly. Quality of wins is a little more important to me than quantity of wins.
Well, if
But
we're talking about quality, all the other ones were cupcakes, but the first one he defeated was the creator.
It was
from the
the
very
creator,
beginning.
yeah.
So
And
he started off with a good rap sheet, even if the rest are bad. He's like he defeated the creator.
You're right, and that's why he
himself.
made. That's why he made top 5.
He also beat himself.
You gotta get him
Here
out.
we go.
You gotta get him out.
Come on, at least like third place.
Let's talk brains. Don't worry, he'll move up to 4th if he beats Yuga. All right, so
All right, we'll see what happens next week.
yeah, we'll see what happens next
Who was
week.
number
I'm
4?
rooting for Rook, bro.
Hey,
No,
that's
I
right.
think he had Rook as 4, Gakudo was 5.
Yeah, I got that's right. So I had him 4, so we'll move up to 3. Yeah, and then I had Roman 3, Nail 2, and Yuga 1.
wow.
Although
Yeah,
I,
Yuga is 1,
I did have Yuga.
and he has like 4 losses.
yeah, well, he's just defeated the best set of characters. Defeated Nail, defeated Roman, defeated Gakuto, defeated Asana, defeated Roa.
Okay.
Now
Who did
the-
he lose to?
He lost to, well, he got
All of
blindsided
them?
by 2 maximums. He really only legitimately lost to Rook and Roman.
I have a question. Do
So
you
you're saying maximums aren't legitimate losses?
No, I think they are, but I think when you get...
he-
No. I think when you get blindsided by a maximum, I think that's important to know.
So if you go in underprepared for like a game, does it?
But that's not underprepared. That's being completely blindsided.
because he wasn't expecting it at all, so he couldn't even prepare a strategy against it. He didn't think.
But the
anyone
second,
else
didn't
had
hasn't
it.
he already seen maximums by the time he went up against Asana?
Yeah, but the only maximum that should exist is Nails.
Yeah. So
I don't know. Once I've seen it, I'll prepare for anything. You know? I don't know. Maybe I'm just different.
and I feel like Rook already has an advantage going in because he already knows. Doesn't he already know what his maximum is or no?
Yeah, no, he saw it against Hunt.
Yeah,
Like,
against Hunt.
yeah.
So he already has an advantage. He knows its effects. He can plan a strategy against it to kill it.
Yeah.
And he also knows Yuga's strategies in game. So I feel like he has a competitive advantage against him. Like he could actually
No, I
build a strategy.
I completely
against it.
agree with you. Meanwhile, they showed again Mike sitting not with Khan and the Dinosaur Club.
Yes.
And they showed him
Right.
sitting on the
You
same.
keep wanting to like harp on this point. What if it's just they just put him there? Or
Yeah,
what if it's
I
just
think it's
the
fascinating.
last part we left off? He clearly was kind of leaving
Do you-
behind
do you-
his team.
Do you make anything of that?
When you mentioned it, I found it very interesting. I don't know what to think of it yet,
Yeah,
though.
it's
But I
interesting.
wouldn't be surprised if it was important for some reason.
He's got a maximum and
because
they don't.
that's how the show
That's
is.
how the
It's
show
very
is.
well written.
He's way above
He
them.
doesn't sit in people that don't have maximums. He doesn't sit with that team. They're old news.
Yeah, he's sitting with the Apocalypse Club. Yeah, really good duelist there.
Wow. Wow, you're gonna insult Calibur's boy right in front of him.
That's Mimi's son you're talking about.
I know what I'm talking about.
It's good stuff.
I'm going nuts. All right. Do we have any comments from the chat?
Yeah, there's a lot of comments. What do you want to know?
Well, any donations or anything?
You might want to start over there.
Okay.
There's a lot over there.
Before you get to that, there was an interesting point regarding the
Yes.
duel that Rook is on the good side of
the right side.
while
Yeah.
Yuga's
Left,
on the
right.
left. Yeah.
Yeah,
Which
so-
obviously when with two characters, one has to be, but still.
I believe that's more of, and I talked about this, I think, last Sevens Up. I believe that's more team symbolism, where the team that we're supposed to be rooting for is the characters we've been with this entire story. The team we're supposed to be rooting against were two characters that were antagonists for two of the arcs, and Yuga, who's just on a team with them. And so that's what I believe. You're not going to switch the camera for Yuga Rook.
Right.
So I don't think that's really a Yuga Rook decision, left-right. I think it's more a team versus team decision. But great catch.
That also is shown when Yuga ditches his friends and does his maximum summon with the three antagonists from the prior.
They do
parts of
embody.
the
They
show.
do embody those three.
So he basically said, "See you guys later. I got new friends," and then summons his maximum.
Yeah, exactly. Well, listen, guys, thank you all so much for being here. Trust me, the conversation about episode 54, which I'm sure a lot of you are waiting for, is coming in probably about 20 minutes. We're going to read some donations. If you use the link, I get more of a percentage there. So thank you so much. If you donated at all, thank you, and I hope you're having a great Wednesday night. X-Slayer, thank you for the $3 donation, my man. I appreciate it. I hope you're lifting. Really enjoyed this episode. Not only did it leave us shocked that Otis might have been involved with the tournament, but how menacing he sounded when he said real-time Rush Duel uninstall.
Yeah.
We all said that. I get chills, man.
Yeah.
The duel is kind of okay, but hoping he can finish off strong. Just like Roa and Yuga, I think it'll finish off strong in the final episode.
Yeah, definitely.
X-Slayer, thank you, my man. Michael, thank you for the $1 donation. It's possible Otis wanted Yuga to install Rush Duels because the installation would let him find the location of the Goha server for maybe revenge or control. Also, the drones on the moon made the Rush Duel server look like the robo based on Yuga's design.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
He couldn't find the server, so he needed something powerful enough to kind of send like a little bit of a signal to give the blip.
Okay.
What was needed for that was an entire new style of dueling. So he needed a surrogate, somebody to fill into that role because he couldn't do it himself.
Yeah.
So he used Yuga to find this. I like that one.
That's a great
That's
theory.
really
He
good.
was a pawn in his game of chess.
Yeah.
Phenomenal
Holy
theory.
chess.
I can see that being true. Limestone, thank you for the $15 donation. A full house this time. Really looking forward to how they are going to stop the Rush Duel program from uninstalling. I'm hoping for more stakes in the next season. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know if Limestone, big donation. Thank you for the 15.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're going to get heavier stakes, but I think with the opening changing, with the ending changing, and the themes of the opening and ending, I think we are going to get a little bit of a shift here. Also, before we're going to read a few more donations, so thank you guys. We are going to be playing live the instrumental for opening 2. The instrumental came out. We don't have any vocals tonight in about 10 minutes. So if you've not heard opening 2, the instrumental, we don't have any vocals. Stay tuned for that. That'll be in about 15 minutes.
Awesome.
Limestone, thank you for that.
sick.
Dark Emperor J, thank you for the $1 donation. Sorry about the little girl theory being the mastermind, but what if the girl is either 1, Otis's daughter, 2, Otis talking in a little girl voice?
There
Could
you
be that.
Oh my God.
Could be
Cal
Otis's
called it.
daughter, if that's even a thing. I mean, we don't know if she'll be relevant. I think she will be. Pete doesn't. We'll see.
I do.
Do you think little girl from episode 2 will be relevant?
This show hasn't missed, and everything has been
See?
important.
It don't
This
miss.
show hasn't missed.
It don't
Doesn't
miss.
What's that mean?
Absolutely.
It does not
Jarek,
miss.
thank you for the $1 donation. JC to AC. We'll talk about that after the stream. Jarek,
JC
thank
to
you, my
AC.
man.
Oh.
Cassius. Oh my God, a lot of donations with the link. Thank you, guys. Thank you for the $3 donation. So, either there's multiple people using the Otis Hollow, or Otis is one story beat away from doing a speech with his trousers on backwards. Very confused as to which side Otis thinks he's on. Also, hashtag Team Yuga. Yeah, it is kind of
He's
bizarre.
on his own side.
But I think he's on his own side. I don't think he's on Otis's team. He's sure as hell not on Goha's team.
Nope.
He's on his own side. And you know who's working with Otis?
Who?
The aliens. 100%.
It makes-
are
it would make
assisting
He's
him.
on the goddamn moon.
100% they're assisting
I mean,
him.
Space.
Sweets.
Momomo, Kakako.
they're the ones that have
Noodle,
been hosting
Sirocco.
the tournament that
Sirocco.
he probably set into motion.
Yeah.
And there's been a lot of time travel stuff with them.
Right, that's right. Oh.
So your theory.
Wow.
This guy knows. This guy knows.
Space time travel. Underwater.
There's
Atlantis.
only-
We're finding Atlantis.
connected.
There's only one thing we're missing: a virtual reality.
Brains?
Into the brains.
I'm definitely saying this name wrong. SEVENS Van. Hopefully I said that well. Thank you so
That
much
seemed
for
pretty
the
good, actually.
$7.62 donation. Hey guys, been lurking since episode 54, so you're relatively new to the podcast.
44.
What did I say, 54?
Yeah.
I'm excited for 54. Episode 44. So you're pretty new to the podcast, SEVENS Van. Welcome to the channel, man. I appreciate it. But this is my first dono. Thank you so much, dude. I thought the Duel server being like an old school vinyl was a great touch of originality. I'm sure you appreciated that.
Yeah, of course.
Also, if Yuga's been playing 4D chess, Otis is playing 5D Dungeon Dice Monsters. First of all,
That's a
great-
good chat.
great reference.
Right,
Suzanne
right.
and Van, dude, thank you so
Like
much for
that.
the donation. Thank you for being a part of this segment. We hope you've been enjoying since episode 44. Yeah. Vinyl was a cool touch.
It was a very nice
comparing
touch.
it to that record. It also shows how old Mimi is, which I thought was fun.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
And
like showing your age a little bit.
yeah, and Otis. It's funny because Yuga and Otis, intelligence-wise, which maybe does fit into your theory, have always been kind of one-upping
That's
each
what I'm
other.
saying.
Yeah.
Now, do we
Not
know?
really. Otis has been ahead completely.
He's
because
been
even
ahead.
now, even now, Yuga doesn't know what his plan is. He figured out that it wasn't space to server, but he still doesn't know
True.
what the plan is.
I should say Yuga's the only one in orbit of Otis's idea.
Yeah,
at least.
he's
Trying to
close
catch
enough.
up.
No, maybe, yeah, right. He
Good
hasn't
space
one-upped
reference.
Otis. You're right.
Space
What
reference,
happened,
he's
Pete?
in orbit.
Yeah.
You were gonna say something?
No, see, my question is, do we know when this show is set, like year-wise, roughly? Are we present day? Or are we looking at the future here?
I'd say
I mean,
present day.
I would say
Where-
anywhere is possible.
Where do we know?
We don't. With
Wait, what was- what was the
Vrains, we knew started 10 years in the future.
Okay.
Sevens, we don't.
Okay.
They were never
Just
set.
because-
Sevens is his own thing, right?
Most likely. I mean, so yeah, but we don't know. Like, is it 50 years in the future?
From, like,
They didn't
from
say
now.
anything.
If
Right?
Yeah,
I'm trying
no.
to draw general connections to like our reality, which it's a show, so it doesn't have to connect to our reality.
Yeah.
But saying that the stuff on the moon is digital, but it's really old, right? Would harken it back to what? It could be the 70s, but maybe 80s or 90s of having some kind of digital kind of technology that's not necessarily analog.
Yeah.
So that theoretically could be up there 4 decades.
Yeah.
And Otis doesn't look that old.
No.
So
Right.
then that gives like onus to the theory of like, is he even real? Is this a program the whole time? Like there's so many things there.
Is he an AI?
Yeah.
Is he I? From Yu-Gi-Oh!
There you go.
Brains.
There you go.
This guy would not be happy.
That would be funny.
That'd
It
actually
would
be really.
No, it would be.
That would be really funny.
It would be amazing.
I mean, I was great. He was fun.
I was good. Yeah, that's right. I know you liked him. Goose! Thank you for the AC 777. Goose is coming. Cue the flashback to where Yugi.
Okay. All right.
Cue the flashback to where
Jesus
Yugi
Christ.
was
I haven't
against
been
Mako
here.
Tsunami and he summoned Giant Soldier of Stone to attack the moon. Fascinating. Goose brings that up because the
reviewed that
robot
episode.
does look similar to the robot on the Attack the Moon card.
Yeah.
No, I'll show you the Attack the Moon card.
No, I know what it is. Isn't it just giant soldier
Yeah.
hitting the moon?
And it looks kind of similar.
Way back
To the
in the
robot?
day.
Yeah.
Really?
Not color scheme wise, but
Okay, let me see.
I think you can definitely find the a little bit of symbolism there. I think it looks not color scheme wise, but I think the design
some-
of the robot
There's
looks a
some
little
similarities,
similar.
yeah.
Yeah.
Some, yeah.
I don't think it's a reference, but
No,
it's still
no,
cool
but it's
nonetheless. Goose, we love you, man. Thank you guys all for using the link. We'll take a few from the YouTube super chat if we have any.
You're up, bro.
And I'm gonna grab a water. I'll be right back.
Make that 2.
Okay.
Make it 3.
Make it
No,
4.
just kidding. I don't.
Yeah, I'm gonna need another one too.
Okay.
Thanks, bro.
You can read.
Just start throwing them over.
So we're starting right from. Okay.
Yeah.
So we got $11.11 from Sean Gilbride.
Sean, thank you, man.
Classic.
John, thank you, man.
I wonder if this Rush Duel uninstallation situation, wow, that was a tongue twister, will lead to some master duels while a main crew tries to take on Otis. Also, talk about an unexpected development. Wasn't expecting this at all. That's what I said. I
Yeah.
was just
I wasn't expecting Otis.
No.
I really, really wasn't.
You knew he'd factor in at some point.
I knew he'd factor in, but I thought he was going to factor in more to like explain what was going on and to reveal the real threat. And I thought the real threat would be named, and I thought that would be
He's the real threat.
he's the real threat. I did not think, I just didn't. And I think we always were suspicious of Otis. And Sean, great to hear from you. Thank you for the
Otis is
donation. But we never, I didn't expect it to come to fruition like this. I just didn't. So,
Yeah.
fascinating.
Yeah, very.
Definitely not uninstalling. I would never have
Yeah.
thought.
No.
I like the idea though. If like it does, like we may get some Master Duel. I mean, not doesn't seem very likely, but I like the idea that like Master Duel formats while they're trying to figure out how to reinstall Rush Duels. If that's the case.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we do have the 53 summary, so stay tuned
Sure.
for that.
So we have $5 from T Pink staff.
Thank you, Tim.
As Yugi would say, it's time to attack the moon.
Yes, attack the
There it
moon.
is.
Yeah, I love it. Love the reference. Pete watched that episode. Not too
I
long
reviewed
ago.
that episode.
Yes, he did on the
Love
channel.
making
Legacy
some
reviews every Thursday. Tim, thank you for the
Sometimes.
donation. I appreciate it.
Occasionally on Thursdays.
Sometimes this guy gets it up once every 3 months.
Yikes.
I never know who's the real fault here. If it's like Pete not getting it to Dill, or Dill being like, "I'll get it," and then he just doesn't finish it up.
We'll leave
Colin
it. We'll leave it ambiguous.
We have $5 Australian from Electric Kevin.
Thank you, Kevin.
Yugioh vs. Rook. Pro tag vs. rival. Been a great duel so far. Hopefully it ends with complete awesomeness. Sevens will be the best Yu-Gi-Oh series.
It's bold.
It's
Yeah,
a bold statement, but love to hear that.
I think the duel will end very well. I think the quality is going to get really good. I think we're going to have 52 being mostly duel with maybe 5 minutes of plot to end this season. So
Yeah.
I think this has, I think, potential to be one of the best duels when it's all said and done.
Yeah.
I think you have you usually have about 10 or 15 duels going into it where you're like, yeah, this one could very well be the best.
Definitely.
And Soulburner Revolver felt that way, and that
And it
delivered.
was, yeah.
That's
So,
seriously delivered.
yeah, Revolver Lightning I think had that potential, and that was a top 5 for me. Lightning scraping out that win was just crazy.
Yeah, it was insane.
And so yeah, it'll be interesting, Kevin,
Scraping out
to
that
see how. But I think it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be a good end.
Literally scraping it.
1-0, yeah. He
Yeah,
won.
I can't believe he won. It's
1 is
crazy.
greater than 0. Yeah.
Can't believe it either.
It's almost like.
5 real from Caesar Kaio.
Thank you, Kyle.
Kaio Caesar Campos. How are you guys? He makes the thumbs. I guess he's referring to JC. How is
Yes, I
going the Yuga drip, dabbing with sunglasses, surfing above Yusaku's body, crying that I had to come back? The meme, right? Yeah.
Yeah, great meme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great meme.
Oh my god.
Great meme.
Where did that even surface?
I don't know.
I remember.
I think it was brought up on this podcast last week, and then all of a sudden it appeared in the Discord.
Yeah,
And that was
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I mean, these things just have a mind.
Someone-
of their
yeah,
own.
someone-
Plebo is here, I think is his
some-
name. He's phenomenal.
Oh yeah.
He's
he
Yugioh
he
nothing.
created Yu-Gi-Oh! Nothing.
Which I'm very proud of.
We were laughing
that
about
that
that.
video.
Oh, and
is
the other meme.
amazing.
Right?
Yeah, he's made a few memes.
Someone
yeah.
literally made it was a meme of like Yuga dabbing, and they put sunglasses on him, and he's like, oh, he's surfing a surfboard over Yusaku, who's crying for I to come back.
Oh man.
It's also
That's sad.
JC's like, can we put that on a shirt? I mean,
I didn't say that. Come on, bro.
it's also
I would wear that
he
shirt.
took a video on his Yugioh Nothing YouTube channel, and he took
It's a
a
little
clip
dark.
of just a house and the
I don't
light
hate him
coming
that
on,
much.
and then it's just Dylan's voice, but it sounds echoey in the way he made it sound of just saying, "Hey, welcome back to Yu-Gi-Oh!"
And then
it's
screams.
then people like he broke into someone's house of just screaming.
It's
It's so good,
Oh,
so good.
We're in the business of memes
That's,
here.
that's when you're desperate for viewership and you just break into
That's
people's
right.
house. Hey, it's
Watch
Dylan
my
from
channel.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Everything.
Yeah. busted down the door.
That's where we're headed.
Yeah,
Dill,
I mean,
Dill
your
doesn't
channel's
do
dead.
guests anymore. He shows up at their house.
Wow. I mean, we are taking the show on the road, right?
Dredger has just started season 3. He started.
Did I
our
told
friend
you he
Dredger
was.
started Yu-Gi-Oh! 7 Sunday night. He just started season 3.
Right.
Wow.
Or Arc 3.
Oh,
sorry.
fast.
Yeah.
He's gonna make it.
He's
by
going to try to
Saturday.
watch the season finale with all of us.
He's
That's
gonna
great.
make it,
Yeah, that's awesome.
Crazy. Determined.
What made him want to start watching?
I don't know. He's almost done with 5Ds, and he wanted to, I think, just be in the in the now.
I like that.
Dope.
Be here now.
Yeah, he's enjoyed it so far.
We have $7 from Syn Cloud.
Oh,
Yeah,
Syn
Cloud's
Cloud.
back.
Thank you, Syn.
I'm focusing on AMVs again. Season 0 saddest moments coming right up. By the way, have you ever wondered where I got my name from? Syn Cloud.
Is it? That's not a Smash character, right? That's just Cloud, the Smash character.
Cloud, yeah, but that was I think later. I think Syn Cloud's had their names for.
Do you know where Syn Cloud's from?
No, I don't.
Is it from a
Unless they're referring to
character? That's
like
what I
Cloud
assume.
from Final Fantasy VII, which
That's-
is like from like the late '90s.
Yeah. Tell us the origin.
Yeah, I would love to know.
And just comment it. Nixie will be on the lookout for the comment. I actually don't know where you got that name from, Syn. But thank you for the donation. I will be on the lookout for your Vimeo, for your AMVs. Great AMVs. Check out Syn Cloud on Vimeo.
I love a good AMV.
And thank you. Saddest moment, season 0. Season 0 was messed up, dude.
Yeah. I got criticized for not bringing any characters from Season 0 into the top 10 moments.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I gave the video just like.
Yeah. I just liked it too, actually.
There were no
like
bomb
that 4
characters in that.
Well, no, not that in my list where I said I compiled every woman character to appear. I didn't add the women that were in Season 0, even though they weren't. Yeah.
They weren't moms.
Now that's a Yugi Boomer comment. That's what I was saying.
Boomer comment. That's fine. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. I'm not bitter.
There's always gonna
about
be
it.
critics.
I'm not bitter about it.
Yeah, okay.
We have another $2 Australian from Electric Kevin.
That was an interesting video.
Right? What are some of your favorite OCG cards revealed this month? I don't know any of the cards revealed this month. So.
Neither do I.
I know a couple. I know
Like,
the
shout 'em out.
new Yugioh cards that got revealed. The new Sherry cards that got revealed were really good.
What about the new birds that just got revealed yesterday?
Yeah,
Did you
those
see them?
are-
those actually look really
Birds
cute.
aren't real.
Penguins
Yeah,
are
so
on
this
cards.
bird archetype is really
What's the name
looks
of it? It's like D's.
It's a weird name. Fun.
No, it's like Flundies or something like that.
Flundies or
Like-
something. I don't know.
Pudding.
It's a very strange name.
No, it really is like that. I don't remember the name. Someone comment the name. It's D's something.
These and nuts.
Well, yeah, a lot of cool stuff has been coming out.
Yeah.
In the OCG.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you make of the delays? The TCG
Well,
delays.
yeah, I just heard that today.
Some of the TCG products got announced that there's like 6-month delays.
Yeah,
Oh my
for
God.
the Yugioh, well, the Duelist
Yeah.
pack with the Yugioh cards and the Sherry character cards. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, 6 months. That's a long gap.
Yeah.
Long
I
delay.
can't remember the last time. Even with COVID, you didn't have delays like that. So.
No,
Yeah,
that
wow.
is weird. It's like
Little concerning.
Thank
I don't know how
you
concerning it
for
actually is.
the
Maybe it has to do
There could be
No.
factory issues. Yeah, I mean, there could be money factory issues.
Could
Who
be.
knows? Maybe the factory workers are striking.
Maybe.
You know.
The rumor is that they broke their
They
like
did
ghost
strike workers.
their ghost rare printers when they had to do Ghosts of the Past. And so those printers are like not working properly. That's one of the rumors. I don't know if there's any
So-
legitimacy.
Which would
but there are
really
no
put a
ghost rares
wrench in
in
the
that
works.
set, right?
What's the name of it?
Flunderies.
Flunderies.
Oh, you weren't that far off.
Flunderies,
Kind
yeah.
of like dungarees.
Like dungarees. Yeah, Flunderies. Those are probably my favorites. There's the ace just has a bunch of birds on it. It's cool. But yeah, a lot of cool stuff in the OCG. Kev, thank you for the donation. Appreciate it, man.
We have 2 Real from Kaya.
We're going to do one more after this, then we're going to play opening 2. Instrumental.
Works out, actually. Have you passed my video of Yuga shooting Yusaku?
Wow.
I have not. I have not.
Can you-
Excuse me?
We'll watch it after
Kyle,
this.
yeah, if you could... I don't know. Like,
We'll just go to his channel after the stream.
oh, yeah, it's on the... Wait, Kaya has a channel?
Yeah.
I can't trust anything he does anymore after I saw that.
The Pope
the Pope
swinging
and the
violently,
hammock
yeah.
or whatever the
That
hell
was a
was
crazy
going on
video.
there.
But yeah, I want to see that video.
What's going on over there? That's what I'm wondering.
Thank you, Kyle. And then we have a $5 donation from Goosey Q.
Goose.
You want to take a guess what it says? Try to get it.
Yeah. What?
Try to get it. What
Sending
does it say?
positive vibes and kindness to everyone and keep things PG. Positively Goose.
Nailed it.
Finally.
Nailed it.
Goose!
Nailed
Thank
it.
you, man.
Love you, Goose.
To everyone who is here.
You gotta get that on the shirt.
I do have that, actually, Goose shirt. To everyone that is here, thank you for making Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's Talking Up a part of your Wednesday nights. You guys are amazing. To everyone who donated, thank you so much. We are going to be playing the instrumental
I'm
to
so-
opening 2, which will be airing
do
in
it.
10 days. Have you heard it?
I have not heard. I didn't even
Has
know
anyone
about
heard it?
No, I'm ready to
14
mosh.
times.
I'm sure a few of you guys have heard it. And by the way, after we do this, we're going to talk about our thoughts on the opening, just based on the instrumental.
Okay.
And then we are going to get to the 52 summary and cast, the 53 summary, that really delicious 54 title, and the 55 title. Here we go. Opening 2.
Ooh.
That's good.
I already love it. Already love it.
Sonic Adventure Battle 2.
A little bit. Definitely rock.
Fast, though. It's very fast.
It's gonna slow down here a little bit.
This is going to be a hard one on guitar here, dude. It's good.
All the drums.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
It still has that 7 vibe. It's not. That doesn't sound like super.
No, well, what you can't hear is the screaming, right? In the
No,
beginning.
I-
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Yeah,
Oh, the orchestration. Okay.
I think this is going to be good.
This is going to be a banger. Ooh, piano break.
Okay.
Yep. Yep.
And then it's going to go right back into that second riff. I know it.
Yeah.
It's
It's like this guy performs music.
I know, dude.
Yeah, this sets
This
the
is a
potential to be
banger.
really good. I love J-Rock, probably my favorite genre of anime openings. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. That's a minute 3. There's only about 20 seconds left, but
Wait, I want to hear that. Is it okay if we can?
yeah, we'll hear the rest. 20 seconds left. It does have Cup 40 vibes.
A little bit, yeah. And honestly, if you sped up.
The drums are crazy here.
I'm glad we finished it out.
That
so
is
sick.
opening
I like it.
2. I think it's gonna be rock. I think it's gonna be good. Obviously, the vocals are a huge part
Of
of
course.
the song. Instrumental wise, though, 2 thumbs up. Love it.
Definitely. Yeah.
You guys' thoughts?
100%.
I love every bit of it. Like just like to break it down. Like every like little instrument plays its part. Like even like throughout towards the ending, like those. Like it's like when you play on like a keyboard, like an orchestra hit, like the dun, dun,
Yeah.
It's just like all so perfect, and it does feel like a lot of the times like that Sonic Adventure 2 battle vibe with like the super fast pick guitars and like it just so energizing. It really does the job, and like recording quality sounds phenomenal. Which in the past like. No, I'm not intending to rag on it, but like I know some of like the I think it was 5D's openings that I've heard in the past. I was like the quality, no. The songs are great, but like
Opening 1.
it sounds so bad.
I agree. I hate opening 1 of 5Ds.
But like lately the quality of music, like recording quality of music we've been getting is phenomenal.
yeah.
Yeah. You right?
Yeah, I mean it's just
Pete, what do you make, bro?
I'm ready. And you know what? An opening is made for me, yeah, in the lyrics, but honestly, when the visuals of the opening are synced up to the instrumental.
it's gonna be so good.
And so that's what I'm looking forward to.
And
Where
you know,
the placing
all
each
those-
That
character.
piano moment is going to be a
Yeah.
character looking off into the
Yeah,
night
where,
sky.
where's our highs and our lows in there?
Yeah.
That's what I
That
want.
piano will be Yuga looking into the night
And
sky.
all those-
Or a
Yes.
character we have not met.
That would be a good scene.
Yeah.
Looking up to the moon, wondering if they're ever going to be able to get the
A piece
server
of the
back
moon is
up and
gone.
running.
Jack Atlas silhouette, bro. What would you cry? Honestly,
I might cry.
Yeah, I would cry.
I think I would honestly cry.
I would cry. What do you think of it, JC?
Think of what again? I'm
The
sorry, I'm-
opening. No, you're good.
Oh, the opening is great. It was fun. It was awesome. I honestly spaced out a bit. I'm like, what?
No, you're good, man. You're good.
I thought you were asking me about the Jack Atlas thing. I'm like, what?
No,
Which
not that.
would be great.
Yeah, that's.
I would love it.
That's lunacy.
Gotta have the king, right?
The
Yes,
king.
that is the king.
he is the king.
Yes, the king. But yeah, the song sounded great. I could definitely see it. We just gotta see what the lyrics are.
What if that happened? If he came in and he's like, whoever wins, you go Rook. He's just like, oh, you think you're the king of duels, and it's goddamn Jack Atlas.
So,
I mean, wouldn't your face just melt?
Yeah,
Oh, my
yeah,
God.
I mean, of course.
it would be amazing. I'm just.
I mean,
getting
they
up-
showed his D wheel for a reason, right?
I know. He's here.
Yeah, I'm just getting up the summary, so don't mind me. So we are going to go into the summary, and we don't want to show that just yet. Oh, that's not the right thing.
Oh, God.
We are going to go into the summary and cast list for 52 and
Right
for
in front of my
50
face.
and for 53.
That's what I'm saying.
Pretty fire. Yeah, high speed.
Okay. 52 summary and cast list. If you guys do not want any spoilers, now is your chance to leave the stream.
Okay.
We're going to go previewing what's coming in 52.
Did I
Get up and leave.
honestly?
52, the last Rush Duel. Rush Duels will be eradicated by a Rush Duel via real-time Rush Duel uninstallation, which is the words we heard Otis say. Luke and Yuga will be faced with a tough decision. Will they continue their duel or cancel it? However, the two of them simply smile and declare that they won't let the best Rush Duel end this way. The best duel ever end this way.
Yeah, I didn't think they would stop.
This shall be the final Rush Duel.
Yeah, sure.
Cast: Yuga, Rook, Gakuto, Roman, Kaizo, Roa, Nail, Drone, Mimi, Flash, Secretary, Asana, Galliant, Tiger, Schwer, Caterpillar, Geta, Braun, Ronze, Rinosuke. That is your cast list. No Otis, which is shocking to me. And no new character.
No Otis.
No Otis.
What are your thoughts on that submarine cast?
There was a phrase that, and I don't know if he said it in the episode, but there was a phrase that came up in the summary that I picked out that was used only like pretty much once prior, and that was real time. The real time installation. It was real time was when
Nailed.
Nail, yeah.
No, but also for the right, but also I guess the 2 other times when Yuga dueled Otis to get rush duels into the system.
Right.
That was all through real time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
So it
this
feels
is
like this seems like
simulation.
a similar process here is with uninstalling rush duels.
Yeah. Uninstalling it while the duel is happening.
Right.
Like when they were
Exactly.
installing Maximum and all that other stuff. And
Yeah.
Rush Duels.
And
yeah.
rush duels itself,
Yeah.
exactly.
That's a,
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems really interesting.
yeah.
I'm happy they're not calling off the duel despite that, though.
yeah.
I feel like that's a testament to the bond that Yuga and Rook have, and that they're gonna let this play out because they're high on the energy of this duel.
Fully agree. Fully agree. Cal, your thoughts, man? Does the summary does it mean anything to you? Do you think based on that summary you're leaning one way or another?
No, it doesn't change my outlook on the duel at all, honestly. I mean, basically what I'm getting from it is they're going to be like, well, we can't stop the uninstallation anyway, so we might as well finish this out before it gets uninstalled and then figure it out later.
Yeah.
And I think it's almost the connection, like, it almost shows how Yuga feels, too. Like, at the end of the day, he just wants people to have fun, like, but you might as well finish what you started, and then whatever happens after that happens.
Yeah.
Like, you're not going to stop something just because other stuff's going on.
Yeah, that's fair. Are you guys ready for the first small tidbit summary of Season 2, 53, and then the 54 and 55 titles?
Let's do
Lay
it.
it on me.
Wow. Okay.
Now, you guys don't know anything about
I
it.
know. No.
Zeho.
Well, yeah.
Okay,
No.
is that French?
I think so. Fifi told me that.
How do you say 0 in French?
Zeho.
Episode 53. Let's do this. Rush Rumbly. Rush duels are now booming thanks to the Team Battle Royale tournament. Taking advantage of this, Rook tries to force people to join his Rush Duel club. Rook later catches a boy who was watching his duel from a bush.
That sounds horrible.
So Calver is a man who spends some time in bush.
What is
More
happening?
than one. Yeah.
Oh.
That's my cue.
Obviously, he's catching him to join his thing.
Right, so my theory on it, I actually have a theory on who this character is. I think this is a 5Ds character. I think it might be a Leo, could be a Luna.
No,
Could throw that in.
This character is going to be somewhat important. Maybe a
Yeah.
Soul Burner level important. Season 2 characters that get introduced, I think Crow, I think Soul
You
Burner.
think this kid is going to be that? The one hiding in a bush trying to run away from Rook.
Well, no, he wasn't running away. He was watching his duel nervously from a bush.
He's somewhere where he shouldn't.
I think this character will be important.
I agree.
Yeah, the first character you're introducing in Season 2, I think he'll be an important character.
I agree.
Yeah.
He's a Rook fanboy.
So, yeah,
He is.
clearly he's a
So
Rook
he's
fanboy.
secretly watching.
So it's oddly comforting that they're sort of not breaking the mold in what they've been doing, and
Yeah.
usually the first episode of each arc has been sort of like silly.
Yeah.
But that detail seems to be very important. I think there's more than meets the eye with this character hiding, watching him.
Yeah.
You know what's really weird? Episode 52, the summary made it seem like
Last Rush.
Rush duels
Rush
are
was good
over.
at it, yeah.
But
And
here it's
53,
like-
they're
Clearly not.
booming.
Clearly not.
This makes me think that Otis is not really uninstalling them. I don't know.
Well, I think it's
It's like it said earlier. I think it was just
The uninstall to
he
reinstall.
added something to it that
Right,
they
that's-
figure out later.
Yeah, yeah. So
Could be, yeah.
looks like Rush duels are not coming
Yeah.
to or not getting deleted.
Right.
Yeah, which
Um,
wouldn't make sense.
It's like like the idea like when you have like a for some reason a certain software is just not working. You gotta just let's uninstall it. We'll reinstall it now.
Oh, I've
and it's
done
gonna
that many
work.
times.
Exactly. Thousands.
That's how I put the
He's too
cameras
old.
in Caliber's house.
he probably needed to uninstall.
Oh, I
And
see.
now they're working.
Yeah, he probably just needed to
Oh, they're
uninstall it to like, because it's still under Goha's control. He needed to uninstall it so that way he could reinstall it and he's in control of the server now.
That's a good idea.
So that's
Yeah.
probably what it is.
I like
I
that.
like that.
I like that. Are you ready for episode 54's title?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's hear it.
I got nothing to lose.
Let's bring it.
I got nothing to lose.
Oh,
You are not reading that wrong. This dropped about 5 hours ago, and Twitter just went crazy. Episode 54, Riding Rush Duel. Are you freaking kidding me? Riding Rush Duel.
I'm not getting my hopes up.
I can't. We can't.
I'm not getting my hopes up. Don't
I'm
give me
getting my
hope.
hopes up.
Don't give me
So
hope.
Seto Kaiba in the
that
Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D. Are you ready for this?
He's pouring gasoline on the
Oh,
fire.
he is.
Seto Kaiba.
This is getting dangerous
My house is on
levels.
fire.
Seto Kaiba created a lot of what happened in Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. Kaiba
Yes.
Corporation owned
Mhm.
the momentum and the research and everything, and ultimately
Neo-Dominant
created riding duels in that universe. Otis is Seto backwards.
It is?
Otis wanted to install Seto, just like he did in the original trilogy, the rush dueling to the riding duel, to rush duels, just like he installed riding duels to the original game back in 5Ds.
You just poured an entire like.
What do you think?
Is it?
Jack Atlas's D-Wheel was in episode 25. No detail goes unnoticed in this show.
that's true.
Jack Atlas's D-Wheel, the Wheel of Fortune,
If that
bro.
happens,
Some
I'm
Easter
a freak
eggs
out.
Bro, the Wheel of
Lose it.
Fortune.
You said you were gonna punch him.
I will punch you in the face.
I'll welcome it. I mean, this is crazy, man.
And that would go more into
Wait,
your
that-
theory that like he's from the future.
Episode
Wait,
50
hold on, 54.
Episode 54 of Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5, which was a little nutty. Episode 54 in Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5 was the first episode in the Synchro Dimension.
Yeah,
And now episode 54, Riding Rush Duels. How weird is that?
that is very strange.
That's really
stuff.
weird.
Is it weird?
Or is it planned?
I mean, they definitely took
It's all
inspiration.
part of the game.
Realistically, crack theories aside, Riding Rush Duel, do you think we're actually going down this Riding Duels route? We know it exists in this universe
We
because
do.
of Jack Atlas's D-Wheel being in the museum. It's canon. Not that I would say Jack Atlas did exist in this world at one point, but we know that
At least
based on that,
D-Wheels did.
D-Wheels and Riding Duels existed. Do you actually think that is going to be a new type of rush dueling that we are going to see going forward, or do you think this is a red herring?
Could just be an homage.
An homage
It
episode?
could be an homage. It very well could be an homage. The thing,
Maybe someone comes riding by on a D-Wheel.
I mean, all the possibilities are,
That would be good.
all
You
the
don't see
options
who
are
it is, so you never know.
equally possible.
What if we get the cast list for this and Jack Atlas is on the cast
I don't
list?
think that's
Pete
gonna
will
happen.
punch you in the face. That's already been made
I
clear.
think if there's anything that I don't think is going to happen, it's that. However,
I'll buy a
the
pair
idea
boxers
of,
for you.
of like the similar style of like the 5Ds riding, duels, it makes sense. I mean, if based on the last 53 summary, it could be possible. Not 53, 52 summary. The idea of uninstalling Rush Duels. Now we have them back. Maybe to add the riding feature. For what purpose? I don't know.
You got to remember too the first shot of episode. I want you guys, if you can, to go back watch episode 1 of Yu-Gi-Oh! Sevens because I showed it to them before we went live. Roman, Gakuto, Yuga, and Roa, and I'm sorry, Rook, are in what looks like
Don't say that.
motorcycle attire.
Right.
They're in like riding duel attire. As someone who has seen Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds, you know they put on the visors, they put on
Yeah.
the suits.
It's an epic
That's what
moment.
they do.
I like it.
Roman,
Drop it.
Gakuto, Rook, and Yuga are in those suits. And we have not seen that at all so far in Yu-Gi-Oh! Sevens. Is it just a cool alternate outfit for a flashback scene, for a dream
Well,
sequence?
Those could also equally be like
Especially with the robot being such an important factor now. The other aspect of that scene.
those could equally though be like Power Ranger or
I was thinking Pacific, like
what's the
Pacific
Japanese
Rim, isn't it?
equivalent? The one that started it all.
Voltron.
No, pre-Voltron. It's still running.
Common Rider?
Kamen Rider.
Yeah.
Homage.
Could be.
Because they are in a mech, a giant mech.
I'm just-
that was how I interpreted it, but it very well could be a riding outfit.
I'm not buying.
This is nuts.
I'm not buying it. It's just this show always screws me. Every time
They know what they're doing.
Every time they love
Sentai was also what I was
teasing.
thinking
They
of.
love it.
Whether
I'm not believing
Whether they go down this route or
won't.
not, they know full well what they're doing by
They
by
know
having
it,
an
and
episode
that's
titled.
what's great. It's smart marketing. Get the buzz created. Get
Yeah.
people talking about the show. Maybe I could bring in a couple fans that thought it was going to go one way, and then they go, oh, "Okay, actually, this show is kind of cool."
I legitimately had 3 people tweet me when I tweeted about this and said, "Wow, it's time for me to watch Sevens." if people act like Arc 5 was as popular as it was before the Jack Atlas and Crow announcements came in, they are lying through their teeth. Those announcements probably blew the show up.
Definitely blew it.
Sevens, it would have the same effect in Sevens. And I already saw that. And so I tweeted.
That would happen in any show. Any old characters.
Any old characters, I agree. And so I tweeted to those people and I said, you might want to wait a couple of weeks and see if they actually do this because Sevens is known to have some red herrings. Crazy, though. And then episode 55, not nearly as hype.
Also, before you do that, I want to say Shiosi makes a good point. They already have riding duels in Sevens. It's riding the machine cavalry.
Yeah,
it's a
technically,
joke.
yes.
Haha, at the end there.
No, technically, that's kind of a form of,
She's not wrong.
But Shiose is right, though, about having riding duels. Jack Atlas's Wheel of Fortune being in the Duel History Museum, well, even if it was a split second, I'm sorry, it's canon. It confirms it to me. It confirms it to me. They put every single asset in a shot. It's not like they snuck that in. And maybe they said, oh, it's just a cool homage. But even if it is just a cool Easter egg, to me, that makes it canon. To me, it makes it canon that riding duels were a part of this universe, even if it was 300 years ago and no one uses them anymore, even if it's never touched on again, riding duels were a part of this universe. To me, it's canon. You don't do something like that.
What if that's a prototype and we're actually not there yet?
But it's a dueling history museum. Would you put a prototype in a dueling history museum?
There's a future section in a history museum.
I don't think they were in the future section.
Yeah, I guess it could be canon, but like I'm more lean to shows when you show us a 1 second shot like that you don't even catch the first time you're watching. That has to be slowed down. To me, it's more of just like a hey, here you go, here's a bone. Here's an homage.
Well, I think it's definitely. I think it's definitely an easy. I don't think it's going to maybe have any.
With the show, I've learned not to count on some of these things and dig too deep. It's just
I've learned the opposite.
What it is.
I've learned to dig deep. If we overanalyzed that robot AI in the ramen shop,
but that has to do with the show, though.
Riding duels.
Yeah, but this is not. There's no 5Ds connection here. You're not getting my hopes up here. It's not going to happen.
Okay.
You're not doing it.
I already got Dredger's hopes up. I told him what 54 was titled. He's like, I got to
You're not
catch up
doing it.
now. Right.
You're not doing it.
I mean, that is what they call in 5Ds in the sub. That's what they call it, riding duels, right? But this is a riding rush duel. Could it be a joke? I don't know. We'll see.
This is crazy.
You won't do it.
I would flip if it happened.
This is nuts. Dude.
I would flip.
You're going to get to
Kaiba.
that episode, you're going to be
love
watching it live, and you're going to be completely heartbroken.
Well, I'll know before then because we'll get the
Yeah, we'll know
summary
beforehand.
and the cast, and we'll know if it's kind of a spoof episode.
They're going to do it. They've spoofed every major
Episode
pop
55
culture
might be the return of the freaky fish guy.
Oh my
Episode
God.
55 is Eugene in the Sea, which is a reference to the old man in the sea.
Ernest Hemingway. I love that.
Most likely that fish guy's back. I
Is
can't.
that his name?
The freaky fish
I
guy.
forgot what his name was.
No, his name is
Was that
So
the
who's
boat?
Eugene?
Was that the boat?
Yeah, my dad's got a boat. Yeah, it was that guy. Men. It was men something.
What the hell was
It was
that?
men something. Well, not Menzaburo. What was the
Yeah.
Megumi? Not Nanami. What?
Everyone's commenting on me.
Not,
Oh, I guess it was
Nanami.
I immediately thought of Nanami from Jujutsu
course,
Kaisen. I thought Nick T was being an a-hole.
Oh,
I guess
no,
it
it
wasn't
wasn't.
Nanami. Maguro. I always refer to him as Maguro. That's why.
Like all those
I never-
people,
yeah.
like look that up in 3 seconds. If you guys knew, if you remember that name and you're not named Shiose, like how?
Props to you, Maguro. Well, I knew it started with an M. Because I never referred to him as Nanami. I always called him Maguro. But what do you guys legitimately make of this? The first episode of season 2 is about Rush Duels being more popular than ever.
Right.
And then we have Riding Rush Duel, and then we have Eugene in the Sea. What do you make of it? Any predictions?
Rush duels are going on the road.
The Eugene and the C one, I got one for there. There was a comment that was specifically made in the last time we saw him, if that ends up being the same
Thank
character,
you
that was talking
for
about how
the
he went to other
dono.
ports around the world and
Yeah.
Rush Duels was spreading. I think we're getting back to that of, once again, that ties into 2 episodes before that of Rush Duel popularity growing and growing.
We're going
Go
on the
back to
road.
this character to show how global this really has gone.
The early sentiment is that Megumi is gonna duel Maguro.
Yeah,
I
stop
combined
saying
his names.
Mukumi.
Is going
Megumi.
to Maguro, the freaky. I'm just gonna call him Freaky Fish Guy. Is gonna duel
What's a freaky bad?
Flash Umiko.
Yeah.
Because of the water. I don't buy into that. I think Flash will duel Sushiko. I think that's gonna be the next duel.
Sushi versus fish.
Yeah, but Who does he duel? Who duels him? If it is Mega
It's a
Row.
Yuga rematch.
Yuga. I know that I would not like. I would
No.
I don't know who duels him. Maybe the character that was spying on Rook in the bushes.
Yeah,
boy.
Whoever Eugene is.
Eugene. Well, what was the old man and the fish about?
The old man at sea. So basically, it was an old fisherman who went on.
was by the sea.
Please.
Basically, like caught the big one. He was out by himself and
The
like
big one.
caught the big like huge.
That's what
marlin.
the fish is. The old
That's
man and
the-
the fish.
No, it's the old man in the sea. But essentially, the fish puts up such a fight, and it's like he's on the sea for like days, and it's a struggle between him and the fish, and he's out on the sea alone, and he ends up getting it to shore, but none of it's left by the time he gets back.
Yeah.
It
They
dies.
have a lot of these stories. Like Moby Dick is the same thing
Yeah.
of a constant
The big-
struggle that
yeah.
ends up costing.
But
him.
yeah, it ends up costing him everything. Where it's like he proved his strength, but he returned with nothing.
Do you think that could be a symbolism of this episode?
It could be. It's a pretty.
Probably
I'm trying
not.
to think of how they do an homage. I think it's just a reference because it's a pretty serious, like, philosophical and like serious toned
They
book.
touched on Schrodinger.
Yeah, but I'm saying like a reference to it would be different than like a plot
Focused episode around
focused
that.
episode
Yeah.
around
It's
that.
the symbolism for you that you're going to end up with nothing in the previous episode. That's what it is.
This guy doesn't believe. This guy's not a believer.
I'm not
Hey.
buying.
You gotta believe in Nexus.
Oh,
It's a 5D
Jack is a little
reference.
5D. You'll get there, bro. You'll get there. And when you see Jack rubbing it up, you'll be like, wow, he's in sevens. It's going to be a good time.
He's pouring the gasoline on. He's
I'm,
got an open.
I'm unfollowing these two.
He's got an
You-
open container of gasoline, and now he's just throwing it back.
You don't think there's even going to be like a small 5Ds Easter egg or reference? Very small.
Yeah, it'll be like the dueling museum. It'll
Yeah.
be the same thing.
It'll be
like 1
Yusei's
second
bike.
shot,
Salta.
1 second shot in the background.
If we get Yusei's bike in a background or a Yusei Fudo poster,
Right. Then we're starting to grow. Then that's
then you
different.
believe.
Then I believe at that point.
Okay.
But I'm so used to being teased by this.
Wait,
shit.
what about a character named Salta?
Salta?
Atlas backwards.
Alice?
Atlas.
Oh, Atlas. Right. What if Salta? What if the guy in the bushes is
Salta.
Salta?
Yeah, then they are making fun of us.
Yeah.
At that point.
Come on.
Seto, Salta, now they're making fun of us.
Yeah. And then we get a girl, Ika, and she's got red hair and psychic powers.
Stop it.
Then at that point, you got to admit something's weird. Something funky's
might.
going on.
might.
Listen, I'm hyping it up.
Something fishy.
Bro, for the next 2 weeks, Jack Atlas is in sevens.
Your channel depends on it.
Yeah, that's why he's trying to gain subs. As quick as he
I
can.
hate subs.
Oh god, it's gonna be. What is people in the chat saying about it? Are they buying? Are they not believing?
It's a mix of things. We're all over the place.
That's
here.
fine. That's how it usually is. I always read the chat back, so it's always a good time. Holy crap, though. It's exciting. When I saw Riding Rush Duels, man, I got really excited. I'm very excited. I'm so excited to see how the season ends. I'm so excited for Opening 2. I'm so excited for Season 2 finale. Debut. I'm so excited for Riding Rush Duels. These next 3 weeks, there's a lot to look forward to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One comment: Dylan hyping people up for disappointment. You know,
Who said that?
I don't want to.
Alex Vernon.
Ban him.
I knew he was gonna say it.
That's why I didn't want to say it.
Not banning Alex.
Listen, at this
I mean,
point,
he did disappoint people with the Kaiba theory.
Yeah.
People really bought.
Wait, that's
did
still-
people buy into that?
The Kaiba theory
I
is
did.
still on the table.
the
isn't
Arc
it?
5 one? No, it was Arc 5.
Oh no, but this Kaiba theory is still on the table.
You got to admit, if they actually did that, Arc 5 ending would have been insane.
I would have loved it.
No
That-
Zark. Yuya ends up beating. Come on.
It would have been great.
Was there any Duel Monsters character?
No, there
So
wasn't.
then that would have been perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been great.
Yeah, he did, Alex. He also, you have to remember, in the same night, he called
I'm
for you
not-
to be
I'm not
banned at one point, and he also said that you should be added
Put
as
all
a
my
mod
money in
for
that
2
one. I
different
lost
times.
everything.
Yeah, no.
So he fluctuated.
I lost my credibility, bro. Come on.
Yeah.
I made a lot of bad theories over there.
That's why YouTube. That's why YouTube permanently copyright strike that video.
That's right. They were like, nah, this ain't happening.
Yeah.
God. That's all
It's
right.
because they were waiting. Because in 7, Seto Kaiba.
Well, yeah, I made a theory about that too. We'll see what happens.
We'll see.
I'm still.
One of these days.
I'm still bullish on that one. We'll see.
Bullish.
We'll see. Cal forgets that term.
Yep, stock market reference.
Progressive. Do we have a few more
I'm
comments?
punching Dylan in the face after this.
I love that he just says it under his breath too. Progressive. Yeah, we got
Progressive Insurance.
Yeah, there's a few more over there on the link.
Limestone, thank you for the $5 donation. Really enjoyed the interactions between Roa and Nail. Yeah, we didn't really
Yeah.
talk about that.
Yes.
As Nail was explaining things, and Roa clearly got bored and just called Geta. And you can see Nail's disappointment on his face, or like annoying, not a slight annoyance when like when Roa just cut him off. That was funny.
He's not used to people not listening to him because of the character that he is. He's also not great at interacting with people,
holding his attention
in terms of socially nailed. Just because I mean, he was holed up as far as I know by himself for a while. He had some subordinates, but it's not the same. So
yeah.
And Roa is just the perfect antithesis of just against Nail.
I also like when
what were you gonna say?
No, I was gonna say I also liked when Ron's went up to him and asked if she could like graduate from the style, and he's like, "That's not even a real style. Please, yes, you're good. Like, go away.
Please never speak of it again."
Yeah, literally hates Ron.
We have another donation from X-Slayer Limestone. Thank you so much. X-Slayer, thank you for the $1 donation. If there were another tournament arc happening in Sevens, it would be a great idea of doing a homage to all of the Yu-Gi-Oh anime, where you get new characters that are from the city of the previous Yu-Gi-Oh shows. Yes.
Oh, like what they did in Arc 5.
Like what they did in Arc 5, but
not as
as intense. You don't focus the show around that.
It's a little bit of a hey.
Yeah, like hey, there's a tournament. It's worldwide. Yeah. Oh look, it's Alexis Rhodes. Oh look, she lost in the first round. I'm shocked. You do stuff like that, and I think you can really.
Naoki.
And Naoki goes to the semis. Yeah, I like your thinking. And so you do stuff like that, and I think you can really.
He's really offended over there. You'll get it later, Pete.
He'll get it. He'll get it.
Remember her?
Yeah.
Remember Narc?
I remember her. This guy will get it. Don't worry, he'll catch up. Don't worry. Pete's a young guy in the community right now. He'll catch up. He's only 18 episodes through GX. He'll get there.
Isn't he like 20s?
Well, we'll save the beat.
He'll get there.
Oh man, sorry.
But you do stuff like that, and it's just kind of cool. And maybe like if you bring in like an Aki, let's just say, maybe she can like mentor Roman for a little bit, and then she goes back to her own city.
Princess G doesn't matter. Just throw her out the window.
Yeah, right. She doesn't matter in the sense of the plot. You don't want to have these characters because that's kind of what Arc 5 did, trying to save the day. Right. Jack Atlas and Crow became such vital characters of that story, where they kind of sidelined some of their original characters
they did,
and didn't give them the proper spotlight. And I think that was an issue that a lot of us had with that. So doing legacy characters. Have them show up. They've already had their time in the spotlight in their own shows. Just have them show up, small role. I don't think it's going to happen, but I love the idea X-Slayer proposed. That's how I would write in legacy characters, at least.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah, X-Slayer, thank you, my man.
Yeah. So back on the super chats, we've got $5 from Jack Knight.
Thank you, Jack.
Jack. Hey. Hey, Dale, Cal, Nick, T, Pete, and Legendary. How's it going?
Up?
Love the episode. Dill's been playing Dinosaur, also tourney coming up in 2 weeks.
Good luck.
Love dinos. Jack, keep us updated, man. Good luck on that tourney. Win a giant card, bro. Win a giant card.
And Dill will buy it off you.
Well, if you ever want to sell it. I'm rooting for you, Jack. Love you, man. Keep dueling. Keep dueling your heart out, bro. Thank you so much for coming by. And from the team here, have a great rest of your night. Thank you, Jack.
Woo! Like that. We've got $6.66 from that man.
Devil donation from that man, of course. Well, his name is that man 666.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, but I don't quite trust Goosey Q. I think he's a duck in disguise. He seems very sus. Neck gets snapped.
That might have been the greatest donation we've ever received.
So Goose killed him.
Goose killed him.
Yeah. So
Goose, you want to respond to that?
Well, remember, Goose does the luck donations with 777.
Yeah.
That man
he does positive vibes
does the Satan donations. So
I wonder if that's a Goose Duck reference.
Duck Goose.
No, Goose Duck.
What is Goose Duck?
It's what Caliber played.
It's a game. No, it's a game like online similar to Among Us, where everybody's a goose and the ducks are like the imposters.
It was made by the same people who made the Guy game, I think.
The Guy game?
Someone needs to give this guy a filter.
Yeah, don't look that up.
What are you doing?
I'm feeling good, man. Seven's got me feeling
I'm feeling right.
Seven's got me feeling good, man.
Right.
It's been a fun show. He'll be reoccurring soon. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah, I'm hoping he replaces this guy right here. Thanks for Nathan.
We've got $5 Canadian from the best cowboy, Nick Yagi.
Nick Yagi, thank you, Nick Yagi. God bless Nick Yagi.
Make sure.
Use those Nick Yagi emotes in the chat.
Okay.
Space Rush Duel, maybe? Also, Dill, timeline theory when? The comeback of Numeron Dragon. The girl the phone girl is the daughter of Otis.
Cowboy Nick Yagi, not the first person tonight who said the phone girl is the daughter of Nick Yagi. Of Otis.
Wait, what?
So that's interesting. Timeline, no ETA on that, but I hope to get it out within the next few months. But Cammy, Nick Yagi, thank you so much for the donation. Hope you're having a great night. Hope you're enjoying the show. Thank you, Nick Yagi. The Yagster. That's right.
Yeah, you came up with that?
Yep, all myself.
Jack Knight with another 5. Didn't they say someone at Goha had an engineer for the company? Maybe Otis was the engineer, and that's how he knows where everything is and lies.
I don't remember that. I don't remember that dialogue. I don't doubt that it was said. I just don't remember it.
Yeah.
But the leadership of the company doesn't know where it is, but the one engineer for the company
Maybe
does.
leadership has changed since.
When
It has.
when leadership was
Well,
having
other
than
when leadership was having this engineer built the server, and they were saying, "Oh, where are you building it?" "Oh, don't worry about it." Don't you think that should have been probably a bad sign?
Right.
Yeah.
If he was the engineer.
No, but I'm thinking, like, hear me out, that...
Oh, he might actually be referring to Treasure just texted me, yo, Nick Yagi. I guess Nick Yagi debuted in that Sushiko Roman duel.
Yes.
That's where he is. Our friend Dredger
He's in the good part.
started Sevens on Sunday. He's binged, I guess, 30 episodes
He'll be caught
already.
up tomorrow night.
And he wants to react to the finale with us. He's watched 5Ds, so he'll be caught up. He's enjoying it so far. It might have been said in the first episode. I got to go and rewatch that first episode because I think there was a lot said in that first episode.
That might show up now, yeah.
So, Jack, thank you.
Yeah, and I do want to say, I think it's possible that, like, because obviously the President drone hasn't existed forever. It's possible that, Otis could be an engineer that
What
could
if he
have
has? I mean, he's a robot.
Right, but how
I believe he's existed for a very long time in that company, but we don't know.
We don't know.
We just don't know. They could go that route. Certainly.
It could have been a real person made President Drone while Otis was engine engineer, and President Drone killed him.
Yeah.
You don't know.
I mean, he was an accomplice.
Well, no,
They threw that guy right down the garbage.
They don't even bring him up anymore.
Yeah, they killed him. They can't bring it up.
and the garbage man was like, "What the hell is
They
this?"
go to jail, bro.
He was.
That was Rook's dad too.
Also, let's not forget, because our attention is so focused on Otis now. Let's not forget what the Goha drone did to Mimi in that duel versus Roa. There's still some wicked stuff behind the Goha drone.
That's what I'm saying.
And so let's not just completely forget about the Goha drone's existence. He's still a threat here, in my opinion.
To bring it back to Rook, there's still a lot of mystery around Rook. His
I love that
powers
split personality theory.
His scientist, father, grandfather, whoever it was.
The
fell
clock
asleep
thing,
in
the
the clock
gears,
tower.
That with that weird
the
drawing.
disappearing.
Yeah.
There's a
series.
lot
He
with
doesn't
Rook.
remember it.
To find out.
Yeah. No, Rook's also a weird character. I agree with you.
You have to lock him up.
Yeah.
Oh, God. We have another 5 real from Kaio.
Thank you, Kyle.
Imagine if the Goha prison is in the moon and he let him be taken to get a free ride to that place. Also, Legendary Duels
Thank
is
you
Duelos
for the dono.
in PTBR.
Portuguese Brazilian.
Portuguese Brazilian, yeah.
Can you speak?
Duelos.
No.
Duelos Lendários.
That's a,
I think I said that right. Duelos
Yeah, I think you said it really well, actually.
Yeah, I can
That's
roll my
Portuguese?
R. Yeah. Brazilian Portuguese.
Duelos.
Lendários.
It probably means.
Legendary
Legendary
Duels.
Duels,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's exactly what it means.
yeah.
that's what I figured it meant. But I wonder why in Portuguese.
Kaio, thank
He's
you,
from
my man.
Brazil.
He's from
So that's
Brazil.
Oh, okay.
He's from
Okay,
Brazil,
gotcha.
yeah.
Thank you, Kaio.
Gotcha. Thanks.
We have.
dude.
Oh, did you already?
Yeah, he read Goose's
Yeah,
link.
that's right. We have £5 from Nicholas Horton.
Thank you, Nick.
Hi everyone. It was a good duel so far. Can't wait for the finale and maybe Flash/other girls work for Otis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That Nicholas, I don't know if you were here. I don't know if you said that before
big
or
deal.
after.
You did say that before.
That's where I'm leaning. And listen, I've been decently on the money with these alien girls. I believe there's just one person.
always on the money with the girls.
And I believe that. I mean, I said that I'm confident that Sweet Skakaka would be working for Goha 66. She said she was. I think it was the guys, though. I think she's aware Goha 66 are idiots and that we're being manipulated by Otis, and that's why she said that. To once again stall them from realizing Goha 66 is not the distraction. Goha 66 does not have any connection with this alien character. I'm sorry. But who does have a connection with wanting to stall the plot and stalling them from realizing, oh shoot, Goha 66 are jokes? Otis. I think she works for Otis. I really do.
I think it's very possible.
And I think it's just one alien, just playing the role of all these different characters. We don't see them together. I'm sorry, it's just one alien.
You haven't seen.
What do you think of the aliens?
What does he mean, Batman?
I don't know. They're very weird.
Yeah.
They're interesting.
You think it's one girl?
It could be.
No,
I
they're
mean,
sisters.
I don't know.
I think the cut.
It could be that they could be one girl. Their memory keeps getting erased,
True.
and keeps coming back as someone new. Could be, or it could be different characters. I find it weird the line that it's like, "Oh, I'm done with this time period. I have to go now." After they get defeated, and then
And she gets on a statue horse and disappears.
How about when
yeah,
Sweet Chicago said, "I don't know anyone named Sirocco or Chicago or anyone like
But
that."
nobody said.
No one mentioned Chicago.
No one mentioned Chicago.
It's the same. I think it's just one person, but that will probably not be revealed
For a while,
Ever.
maybe.
Episode 100.
ever. Thank you so much,
Well,
Nicholas.
the show's ending in,
6 episodes.
Some people are still convinced that this show is ending in
definitely
10
not.
months, in 9 months, in March of 2022. I
don't think so.
I don't believe
at
that
all.
either. I don't believe it either.
To be determined.
TBD. I mean, yeah, we don't really know, but
We have another 5 real from Kaio.
thank you, Kaio.
So he said, he added Alex Vermi here. I don't know if it's because Alex said it or if he was replying, but he said, get to the same conclusion I get. CV is curriculum vitae. Maybe Otis is doing all this to get his job back. Like I said, yeah, CV, yeah.
That's
That
good.
would
I like
be-
that.
Thank you, Kaio. God brings me back to the job hunting days.
Don't miss that.
Some good old Latin right there. The curriculum of life.
Yes. Thank you, Kyle.
Wow.
Cal don't have to worry about
You know.
that, man.
What?
You have to
The
make
job
another
hunt.
CV for the rest of your life.
And making that money at Progressive.
Man, dude.
I don't even work there.
Are you sure?
No, not anymore.
What? We have $5 from the best cowboy Nikyagi.
Woo.
Dylan, it was Dove Rap who sat on Otis. Luke didn't even touch him. I noticed again that
Thank
Hunt is
you
not yet
for
with his
the
friends. Maybe the
dono.
drone president will talk about Otis's plan. I think drone president knows Otis's plan and is pretending not to.
I could see that.
He very well might. Yeah, I guess Rook was the one commenting when Dove Rap
Sat on.
fell on him. Yes, I guess I got confused about that.
Still, though, it does imply that he's physical.
Yeah, unless Dove Rap was faking it.
Yeah, you can't do
No,
that.
there's no reason to do that. So, yeah, fascinating.
Yeah.
Fascinating stuff. Yeah, I think that drone does know. That's why he was being quiet. He speaks in 52. Keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on that.
I like that. Ban the Hunt line. Yeah, I don't know why he's not with his friends, but Hunt,
Well,
Mike.
Hunt's on his own now. He's a legend.
Got a maximum.
yeah, he's got a max. He's rich now.
We have a couple of link
Yeah,
donations.
go grab them.
So, and thank you for using the links. Thank you guys all for being here. We've had like 130, 140 people in chat, which is amazing.
I saw 162.
Let me look. X Slayer, thank you for the $10 Thank you for the $10 donation, X Slayer. You are great. Which mechanic do you want to bring back to Rush Duel if they do? Also, which mechanic do you hate the most in both the anime and the card game? If so, why? I believe I'd want fusions. I think it's the most basic. I think it's the safest. The mechanic that I probably dislike the most is pendulums. And I don't like playing against pendulums. I don't like using pendulums. I don't think that Rush Duels serve the purpose of pendulums. The only difference is pendulums can obviously summon higher leveled monsters quicker. But like, there's no way pendulums. I don't know if any of these summonings will appear. I don't think you believe it either, X Slayer. Just in this hypothetical. I mean, what about you? Do you think we are going to get an older style mechanic or no?
Not at all. No.
Okay.
I think this is its new thing, and they're marking their own new road.
Yeah.
This is completely new.
I think that's very fair.
And
to
that's
say.
it. And also, I have my mechanical issues with let's say they bring rituals, right? Because it's since the beginning.
Rituals,
have,
yeah, or fusions, right?
Let's say they bring a classic like Blackluster Soldier in, right?
Yeah.
How's that gonna work? Because it's you have the ritual spell, the monsters you need to tribute summon it, plus the ritual monster. You use up your whole hand to summon the monster with just 3,000 attack. That has no effect. What would be the point when you could just use Blue Eyes, just 2 tributes for? It wouldn't it'd be cool to see, but what would be the point? It wouldn't be
But also
strong.
removing your hand in Rush Duels is good because then you can fill it back up.
Yeah, but then you have no back row. If you get rid of the monster, you're gonna lose. You're investing a lot into that. So they would have to not use any old rituals and create only new ones with their own like strong effects.
Yeah.
To make it, and it has to be really strong
Yeah.
because you're giving everything up for
Thank
that. Like
you
maximums,
for the
you have to
dono.
like draw through all your cards, get rid of your whole field, and then summon the maximum. You're giving up all your monsters for this one big boss.
Right.
I just feel like mechanically, like rituals and even fusions, they can't use any old ones they can't use any old ones because it just wouldn't. You'd be giving up a lot of resources for a weak card that doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
In most situations,
I think my favorite counter argument to old mechanics showing up is if you bring one in, you open the floodgates. It's something I hadn't even thought about until a few weeks ago, but it's very true. Because if you announce fusions are coming to Rush Duels, then everyone for the entirety existence of the game, when is Synchros coming? When are XZs coming? That's a great point. So to avoid that, maybe it should just be.
And Rush Duels was created as a new game to be simpler for just new fans. Exactly. So adding all these new mechanics, these old ones would make it too complicated again.
What's your least favorite mechanic? Because that was part of the question.
I would say the one I was least connected to was Link.
Yeah, Link is probably my second least. Yeah.
I like the idea of it, but I was less
Pendulum's
connected to
probably
that
my
one.
least. But Link is probably my second least. What about you? Least favorite? I mean, you haven't seen a lot of the shows, but...
My least favorite was the beginning of Link Summoning.
Yeah. That was showing
the
horrible.
It took an episode to summon a monster.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
That'd be my least favorite.
Pete, what about you? You've seen a decent plethora.
Hmm.
Everything but XCs and Pendulum you've seen.
Plethora.
I mean, I think my favorite is always Synchro.
Yeah.
I love Synchro. Probably Link is probably my least favorite at the moment.
Yeah.
Given that I haven't gotten to things like pendulums. So.
Yeah, that's fair.
My favorite is still Xyz or Fusion. I always go back and forth.
I
between the
do
two.
too. Those are my two
Yeah.
favorites, yeah. We
Yeah.
have similar taste. Pendulum is low or middle for you?
I love the concept with pendulums. I think it's very unique, but I do agree that it's very confusing for people and it's a little bit too much and sometimes can be a little too busted. But I like the idea of it. It's very unique. So I'll put it like in the middle somewhere.
Okay.
I wouldn't put it low. I think it's very unique. It's
That's
just
fair.
a little too complicated.
That's fair. That's fair. X-Layer, great question. Thank you so much for the donation. We had one more through the link, and that is from Yona. Now, that name might not sound familiar, but Yona is, I believe it's the same Yona, part of the Entame subs team that actually is responsible for allowing us to all watch the show.
We're here every week.
Yeah, I know. Well, no, I was more so talking to the people watching, not you guys.
Well, they simply used the royal U, so I wasn't sure.
I think he was talking about us.
I was talking about the people. Yona, thank you so much for the $1 donation. Thank you for all the work that you do. Hey, I'm catching up on the stream. I noticed you guys were a little confused about the server/program. Basically, the hexagon/robot are blocks that the space drones physically drill the dual programs into. So the robot is the program in material form.
Yeah, we said it was kind of like the server.
But the programming material, that's sick.
So the drones are basically installing the program, and the material of the program is the physical robot.
And so the fact that it's deteriorating is him uninstalling it in real
Yes,
time.
it's eroding because it's getting deleted. Yeah, definitely.
They're just giving us a physical representation of it.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, Yona, thank you for clearing that up. Honestly, I'm not smart enough to grasp that, so that's why we have people like Yona to break it down for us, for at least me, the dumber folk out there. So, Yona, thank you so much for the donation. Thank you, and everyone on Entame Subs for all the work that you do. We'll have one of the heads of Entame Subs, Entame herself, Aura, on the channel next week. That'll be very exciting. But Yona, thank you. Also, Danny Martin. Thank you for the $5 donation, Danny Martin. I appreciate it. Plot twist. Otis is actually Takahashi trying to bring back OCG by deleting Rush Duels. So looking forward to episode 52 and the start of season 2. Going to be eating lemon Oreos and wearing nothing but my underwear for the season finale. Party on.
That's hysterical.
That is amazing. It
Look
sounds
at
like a
that.
Barrett Letty comment, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Danny Martin.
Specifically the lemon Oreos and laying my underwear.
Yeah, I love it.
Lemon Oreos. Are they
They're
good?
They're good.
I'm a kind of a classic Oreos guy.
I respect it.
You're not really creative.
Danny Martin, thank you so much for the $5 donation. Enjoy eating Oreos and the finale. I might bust out some Oreos as well. We're going to be reacting on Twitch. We're doing a 48-hour stream Friday to Sunday. And in the middle of that on Saturday, we will be watching the season finale episode. So follow me on Twitch if you don't already. It will be me, Pete, Cal, and Nick T. And possibly someone else from the community as well. And maybe I'll bust out some Oreos. And we can eat some Oreos together. Maybe. Danny, thank you so much. Thank you for using the link. And I saw someone became an Obelisk Blue member.
Yes, I was going to read that out. Yeah,
Johan
Udai.
Johan Udai. A great combination there of Jaden Yuki, Judai, and Johan Anderson.
Mm-hmm.
Two great people.
Two legends.
Thank you so much, Johan, for Obelisk Blue is crazy. So you get access, early access to some videos. You get access to the Discord server. You get access to the monthly stream, which is exclusive. And you get access to the upload schedule every week. So, and you can use the emotes. So you get a lot of cool perks. Obelisk Blue, the highest channel membership I have to offer here on YouTube. Thank you so much for your amazing support, Johan. I greatly appreciate it.
An amazing day. We have £5 from Nicholas Horton.
Thank you, Nick.
Woo! Plot twist for season 2. Like with the manga, where he's the protagonist, Rook is the protagonist of season 2.
That would be crazy.
It would
That'd be very interesting.
Rook has felt protag-like in
for a while.
Getting some protag vibes.
I am
Protag energy.
But you have been, right? The last few
big
episodes.
protag energy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, more so than Yuga.
I'm all for it. I mean, he's the protag in the manga.
These guys are wearing Rook Mania shirts.
This is
That's
how
what I'm talking about being
this is what happens.
sellouts.
Bias. Huge bias.
Kills Yuga.
Let's go, Rook.
Kills?
That's it. Kills him.
I
Takes
don't
over
think
the show. Takes over the show.
I don't think he loves Yuga. He wouldn't go
No,
that far.
he's doing it.
What about his other?
What about his alter
personality?
ego?
Well, we don't know
He's-
too much about him. But
he's
that's
already addressed
interesting.
Rook Mania, bro. You're gonna be wearing that shirt when Rook goes on a rampage
Hey.
and kills 3 people.
We'll see how it
before
goes.
he becomes the pro tag. That's all I'm gonna say.
All
We're
right.
in before he
All right.
becomes the pro.
These guys are both biased. I don't like it.
Nah. You know what we do with bias
We all have
people
our
around here.
biases.
What?
Thank you
Look at these
for
guys.
the
These guys are right.
dono.
What do we do with biased people?
Kill him.
Way ahead of you.
Nicholas Horton, thank you, my man.
Thank you. We have $5 from the Saxophone Beast.
Oh, Lee. Thank you, Lee.
To me, the way they have been with Rook for the past 3 episodes, and then his last episode, it seems like he should be the victor.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I would change my pick if I could. I love.
No back.
I'm always looking for controversy. I'm always looking for a little bit of storylines. I'm a storyteller. I'm not really a reviewer. You know what I mean? I'm a storyteller. That's what this channel is.
Not really analytical.
That's what this chat. My reviews
critical
shouldn't even
eye.
be called reviews. They should be called discussions, which is what someone who appeared on this channel
Oh my god.
actually did say.
Oh my lord.
So
Sorry.
Got hot in here.
anyway,
Jeez.
listen.
I didn't expect
I am
that.
a storyteller. I think the most controversial story would be if Rook defeats Yuga. I think that would be fascinating. I think it would also be good if Yuga defeats Rook, because then maybe Rook has some anger. You know, it's going to be good no matter what happens.
I agree.
I find
Either way, it's gonna be
either way
good.
it's going to be good.
Yeah, when you copy it, it just
Yeah,
It's a win-win.
it is a win-win.
That's gonna be on the stream.
We got another link. Linky boy.
Into the ring.
Entame. Oh, Entame. We will be having Entame on next week. You do not want to miss that. Back-to-back. I don't know if we've ever had back-to-back weeks where we've had as good of guests in back-to-back weeks.
Again, to be fair,
that's insulting
this
to
show
you
has
guys.
mostly been during a worldwide pandemic.
It hasn't, but even going back to the Brains days, I don't remember
To the
any
Brains.
stream where we had back-to-back streams where we had guests on.
We had the one
We
time
actually
where we
may
had
not
JC and Jarek at the same time.
At the same time,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
two
That was
separate weeks. I don't think we've ever done that.
No.
And we get JC and Entame, two of the best guests
Two.
we've had, which is phenomenal.
Let's see if Calibro could go 0 for 3 in meeting Entame.
Entame, thank you for the $2 donation. Hi, Yona.
1 for
Anyway, adding
That's
on to her
good
comment,
odds in baseball.
that's the reason why Mimi compares the server to a gramophone record and why Gakuto calls it old-fashioned and analog. The data is read by physically interacting with it / drilling
So
it.
it literally is the pro.
That
okay. See,
makes
that
a lot of sense.
Perfect sense.
That makes a lot of sense. So Mimi not only showing her age, showing her knowledge. and experience.
Yeah. So with the drones reading it are literally like the needles of a record player.
Yeah.
Physically reading the data off the robot.
I never understood.
I didn't understand it.
It still got there.
Thank you for explaining that.
There's still so many questions of who built it there, how it got there.
Oh yeah, and why does Otis know that it's there?
And why is it in the shape of a robot specifically?
Yeah.
Enter the meme.
How did Yuga have that image? I mean, there's so many things.
Yeah, no, a lot. But at least we know the logistics of how it works. Because I was a little confused.
Yuga's not actually from Earth, dude.
He's not of this planet.
He's an alien.
He could be a robot, by the way.
Was he the character that Katy Perry wrote E.T. about? Now that I'm thinking about it,
You know,
he is.
Katy Perry is also John Benet Ramsey.
Excuse me, what?
Yeah, she was kidnapped.
Nick T, get out of my house. I never
You
want
spent too much time
Nick
on
T,
Reddit, my friend.
Nick T, I never want to see you again.
Thank God, I've been waiting for that moment. Oh, Nick. I mean,
It's all right, bro.
And to May, thank you so much.
So real quick, we're gonna jump ahead real quick. We have $50.
Holy
from
shit.
Anonymous anime lover.
Anonymous anime lover.
The return.
Now before you read that, first of all, holy shit! Thank you so much for that donation, Anonymous. That is an insane donation. We have been talking about Anonymous
Literally
anime
like
lover
2 days
on
ago.
multiple occasions in
Yeah.
the past couple of weeks,
Yeah.
where we were like, man,
And I was like,
I'm
yeah,
a little worried about
I
her.
hope she's
'cause-
doing well.
Yeah,
She wasn't. Yeah.
we know she wasn't doing
Yeah.
incredibly well with her health, so hopefully you're doing a little better, Anonymous. I'm very happy to hear from you.
she said she was sick, but she's feeling better.
Great.
Good,
Awesome.
good,
I'm so happy to hear that.
good.
Such a good person.
I know. I love when she comes by. You can read the message now. Sorry,
Yes.
I just had to preload because that's so weird that we
Yeah,
were
we literally
literally worried about her.
Hi, Dylan, Pete, Calibra, and Legendary Duels. I think.
So, I think
Anyway, it's been a while. I'm all caught up in sevens. I really
Awesome.
think Luke will make a surprise upset win. That's my pick. Long live Yugioh.
Long live Yu-Gi-Oh! I remember. I'll
Yeah.
never forget when Sevens got announced. And there was a little kind of. You remember my reaction? I mean, we
you walked out.
I didn't walk out. I walked into the other room.
And then in the background,
You
you can
walked
hear
out in
what the
frustration.
I was.
You
I
can
had
check
the
out
host at
those
that point. I was
Jump
like, "All right,
Fest,
guys."
the highlight video on the
You needed
channel.
We're doing another big Jump
moment.
Festa party this year. But I remember, not Entame, I remember Anonymous, you were very positive, as we all were. I became more positive and like, all right, this isn't necessarily a bad thing. I was more so shocked at the change.
Yeah, it was a huge change.
It was a
without doubt,
massive change.
It was unexpected.
But I was very fair with it. I wasn't,
I think to quote you, you go, "Please be the video game. Please be the video game."
Well, I was shocked. I think everyone was saying that, not just me. Don't single me out.
not single you.
But Anonymous said that same message
Check
at
the
Jump
box.
Festa 2019.
Yeah.
Long live Yu-Gi-Oh! Long live Yu-Gi-Oh! Is right. Here we are mid-2021 through COVID,
Loving
through a pandemic.
Sevens.
Sevens is still going on. We got the Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime franchise still going on. That's something to be happy
great.
about. Where 5 nerds like us can get across the table, speak into this
yeah.
microphone, speak into this camera,
Yep.
talk to hundreds of you guys on a weekly basis about Yu-Gi-Oh! About the most recent episode, crazy theories. That's something to be thankful for. And I count my blessings every day. Anonymous, it's great to hear from you. Thank you so much for that super generous donation. Even if you just come in and chat, you don't need to donate. None of you do. Anonymous,
Great to hear you're doing well.
it is
Yeah,
great to hear
that's
you're doing
absolutely
well.
awesome.
Nothing but love. Thank you so much,
I
Anonymous.
can't believe we just talked about it like 2 days ago.
We have been talking
Yeah.
about her a couple of
Yeah.
times in the past couple of weeks, and I was like, man, I'm a little nervous, but I'm happy to hear from you. That's awesome. And I'm happy you're caught up.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's also
seriously.
super
I-
cool.
Be more regular here.
Come on the podcast. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's super cool.
So we have another 5 real from Kaio.
Thank you, Kaio.
Wait. Oh. Wait. What is it? He knows who he is talking about, but you know who you are talking about? Dylan from Yu-Gi-Oh! Everything in front of those millions of people.
In front of the millions
And
millions of Yu-Gi-Oh! Everything fans. Yeah,
Well,
that's,
this is the #1 Yu-Gi-Oh! Sevens podcast in the world.
yeah, and
It's
that's
the
not
only
us.
one,
That,
too,
oh,
but
hold on.
yeah.
Whoa!
is,
You want to be
though.
a guest
Hey.
on here anymore?
We might.
I didn't say that. I'm just saying
I got-
technically it's the
Fact
only
check.
one.
Hold
There's
on,
no
hold on.
competition.
I got my editor, John, we're on like a 20-second delay. Cut that out so it's not in the VOD. Hey, listen, man.
Are you deleting me?
No. Listen. A lot of people don't. We try to act
All right.
like there's millions of Sevens podcasts. Okay, so we're gonna redo that and
All right. I
smile
didn't know.
and lightly cheer. That's okay. John, you can re-roll
Here,
that.
I'll
All
take
right.
two.
All
So
right,
this is
hold
the
on.
#1 Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's podcast in the
You
world.
got that right.
Yeah. Number one. Thank you
They're
for
gonna
making.
kill me.
Help! Send help!
He's holding a knife to his side.
God. Soon I'm gonna have like really a studio with the like illuminated Yu-Gi-Oh! Everything sign.
Here's
Oh,
my
that would
thing,
be
right?
dope.
Why don't we do
That would
one
be
of those
dope.
like one pane like glasses that you have in like a police station? We just
Yeah.
have people stand on the other side.
I like that live studio audience. Yeah.
We can't see them. They
And like when I say something that people don't like, boo! You know, people boo
Throw
me.
tomatoes at us.
Well, I could do the booing if you want.
Well, do you want to sit off screen?
Boo! No.
It doesn't have the same effect.
It is
It's
not
better
the
when it's an
effect.
anonymous
Yeah.
source. I gotta get the
Who's saying
soundboard
that?
every time Calibro.
Yeah.
Every time Calibro speaks or starts complaining about everything, I'll just play like baby sounds. Well.
When do I complain about anything?
That's right.
Oh man, I know it's true. You barely hear as it is.
I know.
We have $2.
We did the research. Calibro has only been to 21 of these 43 in-person streams.
That is true.
It's true. It's true.
Pete fact check mate. That is real.
No, it's
stats.
true.
That's real stats. That's brought to you by
Wait.
Reuters.
How many have we had?
Yugioh.
In person 43. It's Reuters, bro. Don't worry. Next donation.
I don't know, bro. I don't. We have $2 from the Saxophone Beast.
Thank you, Lee.
Otis equals Elon Musk to the moon.
I'm
LOL.
not going to talk about Elon Musk. Lee, thank you, my man.
Well,
Emerald mines.
Doge is also to the
To the
moon.
moon.
You still hold
We're
it?
gonna find Doge.
Yeah.
No, I'm out.
AMC went to the moon.
Yeah, but Dylan kind of bailed a little early. It's fine.
Yeah, but it already went back down, so he's fine.
How much did you end up making from AMC?
Got him.
Oh, man. This guy gets insider too.
Yeah, he's not actually.
He's not allowed.
I don't trade.
Yeah, he's not allowed to.
I don't believe
And you know he told me, so I actually morally couldn't trade.
Okay, now we're spreading lies.
He told you about the naked shorts.
Yeah, so ethically,
The what?
I couldn't do it.
I don't trust this guy. For a
I wear
second.
regular shorts.
No, that's not. It's
No.
a stock. It's a.
I'm surprised you don't
stock-
know that, bro.
Stock
I
market
do know
term.
it. I do know.
I call it stock.
They don't teach you that at Progressive?
I've never been a progressive before.
I guess you're out of a job.
Didn't you go on a date with the actress that played Flo?
I did.
Yeah, so she's.
She's a little.
Her
old
real
for
name
her.
is Fifi.
Oh. You guys are getting some lore tonight. How about that? Okay. I've learned everything I know about dating from that guy right there.
Is that
That's
going well
For
I'm
better,
single.
for better, for better.
I
or
always
for
have been.
For better or for worse.
It's okay, buddy. One day.
Just breaks that on stream.
Whoa.
That's where John will really have to cut it.
Hot boy summer. You know what I'm saying?
This guy.
Hot Boy Summer
He's been-
2021.
This guy. This
He's
guy.
been in some Reddit.
And you guys wonder why I've only been to 21 of these things.
God, we enjoy
Wow.
everyone, man.
Yeah, it's good.
Everyone, you're not here.
So we have $5 from Ice Aiden. So why do you think Otis wants to uninstall Rush Duels?
Ice Aiding, great question. I think that's the ultimate question. I think that he very well could be bluffing. I think he's uninstalling to reinstall something else, whether it's
Yes.
the riding duel, whether it's the new mechanic. Because remember, we are getting a new mechanic this upcoming arc. Let's
Oh,
not
yeah.
overlook that. I think he's uninstalling it because he wants to rewrite it and bring it back more popular.
Do you ever think it's hype for like his new like YouTube vlog channel? Like that he's the creator of Rush Duels, so like he wants to like reboot it.
Is that canon that he has a YouTube channel?
I think that's canon. Yeah, I think it's in
you
the
buy
Bible.
into
I don't think you're allowed to call it YouTube.
At this
but
point,
it's-
why not?
What do you
You
think?
can do anything.
Well, actually, we had a lot of discussion on why he's
Yeah,
uninstalling.
and I think your answer makes the most sense, honestly.
But I say it and
Which
thank
one?
you.
The one about
He's uninstalling to install something better.
yeah.
Upgraded.
I think we all agree.
I'm just gonna jump ahead real quick, just because it's an extension of Anonymous Anime Lover. She donated another $2, saying, "Sorry, I didn't mean to forget to say hi, Nikki T. Hi."
Oh, I didn't even know she forgot you. Anonymous, thank you so much.
So easily forgettable, Nick T.
Thank you so much, Anonymous.
That was so kind.
You are way too kind.
Yeah, you were very sweet. Thank you.
Thank you.
And hello.
Thank you. Jump Vesta, listen, Jump Vesta 21. I'm having 70 people.
He's flying people from Europe. He's paying
Several.
If
Hold
you're,
up
if you're
on that.
from Europe, DM this man.
I can name at least 3.
Just 3.
From Europe? Oh, no.
From Europe?
No, we don't want to get down that road.
Nicholas Horton,
Oh, God.
pack your bags, buddy.
Nicholas, I'll fly out. Oh, God. Oh, boy. We don't want to go down that road.
So,
He's
What?
dead.
we have we have another 5 right out from Kaio. If Otis is I, Drone is Yusaku that digitizes his mind and now passes from people to people to look for I. Also, Seagull supremacy in this episode.
Seagull-chan did speak. That was pretty impressive.
Yeah.
It's like saying someone they did breathe this episode.
Setting the
Great
bar
job.
so low.
It was impressive to hear words come out of her mouth.
That's good.
Yeah,
Good job.
That's impressive. She actually spoke.
Yeah,
Wow.
well, she's almost contributed more to this. She's almost contributed more to this story than Asuka did to GX. So she's getting near that level.
Wow, you just keep trashing.
But no,
That's a little much. I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't go that far, dude. Come on, relax.
Wow.
I need a blue moon. What do they call it?
A beer?
Yeah. I don't think you need anything.
You could just keep going.
Yeah.
Dang.
Blue moon.
Want to catch this man? He's gonna be blacked out in Wild West.
Oh, God.
Oh my god, yeah.
God.
Catch
I'll
that.
take video.
We've got another $5 Australian from Electra Kevin.
Thank you, Kevin.
Do you think the protagonist in every Yu-Gi-Oh series is the best, strongest duelist in their series, besides Seven? I'm thinking yes.
Well, technically, yeah.
Let me think.
Yusaku is.
Yuma?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. I think that's
the,
how
that's
it
the
ends.
whole point.
I
yeah.
didn't always feel that way about certain characters. Yuma and Yuya, I did not feel that way until the end.
Well, that's the point. It's at the
But
end.
that is the
there's-
point.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
it's
I
at
would
the
agree
end.
with that, Kevin. I think at the end of the day, the pro tags are the strongest duelist in their show.
Yeah, they
Um,
usually end up
I
getting
agree.
broken cards by the end.
I always felt that way for the original trilogy.
Oh.
Yugi, Judai, and Yusei, I always felt that way.
Yeah.
Judai, maybe you could debate with Hellkaiser early on, very early on.
Possibly, yeah.
But with Yuma, I always felt like Kaito was.
Okay,
I think
okay.
actually you
No,
could
I
make
don't
the
know
case
that one. You
Kaito
can
is
go
stronger than Yuma. Zexel's the one that
by
maybe.
the end, definitely not. With all the Zale weapons.
But
and all
Yuma
the
never
upgrades.
beat Kaito. But yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah,
with
but
all
they
the
never
upgrades.
dueled at the end, so we don't know.
No, you're right. You're right. I think you can make the debate for that
And
one.
Yuma-
Yuya's deck got too broken. Yuya's deck got too ridiculous.
It got way too big. Yeah.
But interesting debate there. Kaito and Yuma, I think, is a fascinating debate.
Nice.
Thank you, Kevin.
Kyle donated 2 Real and said Otis hasn't uninstalled the TCG. That's why there's delays.
Yeah, or the yeah. That's honestly, I like that theory.
That could be why.
It's tying seven
That's
to
not
real
a
life.
good
That's
idea.
the truth.
Thank you, Kyle.
A game theory. We have $5 from T-Pink staff.
Thank you, Tim.
Otis uninstalled Rush Duels to add Black Wings.
Tim, come on. God, if Blackwings show up, if Crow, I'll say this right now to you, and to all the beautiful people watching. If Crow is that guy hiding in the bush, no more Sevens content on the channel. That's the end.
Wow, he hates him that much.
That's the end.
What about
What do you
like a
got against
crow
Crow, bro?
tattoo?
No,
What do you got
No.
against Crow?
no. Have you met him? You just got to.
Yeah, yeah. You had 2 shows with him. What's that about?
We did, unfortunately.
This guy's my. I hope he's my favorite character, so I can talk about how much I love him on George.
Yeah, let me know what you think of him. We'll talk about it.
Hey, wait.
I might have to delete some of the audio clips.
You're gonna copyright me?
No, he's really not that bad. Well, no, he is, but he's not.
We should make Dill do a crow cosplay.
No.
That'd be a great idea.
No.
Funny,
100,000
we
subs.
talked about
100,000.
Crow and Asuka. They
That's 'cause
both
this
came
guy
back
took
in
his
Arc
girl.
5.
Yeah,
Is that what
I know. Arc 5 tormented me with their
I think it's
choices.
pretty cool.
Yeah, they could
Cool
have
design.
chosen better.
It's a pretty cool design.
Yeah. Kaito was cool.
Yeah,
Jack-
he wasn't bad. Jack definitely was better.
Oh, you can go, sorry.
Thanks, man. We have £2 from Alan Wilkinson.
Thank you, Alan. Thank you, Alan.
Give Yuga junk synchron, you cowards.
What do you think of that?
Give Yuga junk synchron?
Well, we were talking about riding rush duels. You think Yuga's going to synchro, bro?
No way. That would be great.
I will flip.
No way.
I will flip.
No way. I expect riding duels. I don't expect.
So you do expect
synchros.
riding duels, motorcycles.
Yeah, why not?
I love
can see it.
I love it.
Why not?
Riding
Then she's
duels
come
in
to the
2
wrong
weeks.
place.
Yeah?
Shiosi's manager
They
wants
did it
to
once before. They
say
can do it again.
next week will certainly be fun and she's looking forward to it. Also, she will not stand for the Arc 5 slam.
You came to the wrong place.
Well, hold on.
What?
Have I slandered Arc 5 tonight? No, I haven't.
Yeah, you did earlier.
Oh, you do it every stream.
That's so,
He's got you
that's
there.
You had a
completely
whole
not true.
tangent with JC about how much better it would have been if Kaiba was the villain of it and not Zoro.
Oh, well, that's just some fun banter. I didn't
That wasn't slander.
not slander. I don't slander the show.
Well, I mean,
We've all seen the video. We've all seen the video at this point, I think, right?
I believe now Shiose's manager said one of my favorite quotes about life.
Right.
If you point out the flaws of something, it just means that you love it and you wish it was better than it was.
Yeah.
do you love it?
Wait, that's with fair criticism.
What can you say on camera that you love it?
Arc Center, we've had very good conversations on this very podcast.
All I could say is I can't wait until you get to those ending episodes on the watch along. I just can't wait to just sit there. With
I've been very positive on the watch along. So
well, that's because you're in the quote unquote in your mind good part of Arc 5.
You ever see how it goes?
Yuya Yuri is great at the end, right? It was a good duel.
Well, that's still one duel, but anyway.
You got it.
Well, listen, I'll be on my best.
Oh, I
behavior.
will, Alex. Don't worry.
Ooh.
What? I'll be on my best behavior.
This next dono.
Yeah.
Nicholas Horton was 5 pounds.
Thank you, Nick.
My choice for Otis's voice in the dub of Sevens, Eric Stewart, Seto himself.
That would be great.
I mean, I could see them doing that.
Yeah, I could see them doing it too.
Yeah,
I think that would be really cool. I know the
Wouldn't
Sevens. I know the Sevens dub is in production. I don't know who is voicing Otis.
Do we know if it will definitely air in the United States this time?
No, we don't. But I would hope it will.
Is the game coming out this summer though? Has that been?
Like Triple H. Oh, the video game.
No. I mean Rush Duels itself.
Oh. So that was the big rumor.
Yeah.
But with these delays,
Oh, probably.
yeah, with these delays, I wonder. I had heard from very good, two different sources that Rush Duels were coming in the summer.
I really hope that doesn't.
But now I
cancel.
don't know if that'll happen because of these delays.
Yeah,
I don't know. I haven't heard any updates.
Yeah.
Nicholas, thank you, man.
We're good.
Do you have this one?
No.
I am the
I don't actually. I missed that one too.
So Kyle donated 5 real and said, "Well, we have Pigeon Boy, Seagull-chan, Gaku Ting, Kaizo Uglyface, Mimi's husband, and now Bush-kun." It's because of you.
Right.
It's because of you.
He's right.
Just want you to know that. Thank you,
Please,
Kyle.
can we
no
make this stick? Bushcon.
no
Bush.
absolutely not. No.
The man in the bush.
If you want,
It sounds like you're
if
talking
you
about
want
the guy
an
that assassinated
estimated show up
JFK.
next week, you better stop.
Hold on. Well, no. He's the bush guy.
Nick T. Nixon.
Until we know his name, I think that's a fair thing to call
Yeah,
him.
You literally, you know,
I know what. Say it.
you
Next
literally
one,
attached to the comment as soon as it was said. You said, "Well, Calibro's had some experience in that." I mean, you already destroyed. Just destroyed it. So let's just
Bring it back.
dead. Just leave it.
It's messed up.
He walked off set. Leave it alone.
That was it.
This is like Gaku Ting.
Gaku.
Let it die.
Well, I hope. Yeah. Okay.
We should call him the man in the grassy knoll, just to honor the JFK assassin.
It's getting about that time for old ego everything.
This is off the rails.
Another
I
two.
feel like you've
from
thrown
Kyle.
shots at everyone on this table tonight.
That's
We're all throwing
very
shots at each other.
untrue.
We're all
That's
throwing-
very untrue.
Definitely.
Well,
Definitely
there's no
Calibro.
shock there.
Nick T once.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Pete got shot at least once.
No.
Sometimes I get hit with
Yeah.
stray bullets, you know.
But they shoot shots at me back. So,
Yeah.
So like Dylan's gun
That's
is
fair.
30 bullets. He misses 2 of his shots at me and they hit them, so they each get 1.
the last time
Okay.
Entame came on, she slapped you in the face, didn't she?
No, back of the head.
Hopefully she does it again.
Oh, he-
No,
What is
Oh,
the comment you
did
made?
that really happen?
No, it did.
Yeah,
no, that did.
Why?
Nixie made a comment that was inappropriate. and
No, no,
Oh, come on. I don't believe it.
Hold on. The tournament was being called a battle royale, and
Okay.
I said, I'm just really curious to see how they're going to be incorporating the Fortnite elements into the tournament.
Right.
And she was
Yeah.
like, "Can I please hit you?"
Yeah.
And I said, "Yes."
That's what it was.
Fortnite elements.
This guy, a big Fortnite guy.
Now they're having Superman come to
down. Get down.
What?
Superman.
We're the hottest in the world right now.
Fortnite.
Just
He's gonna be a
really
multiplayer
made our
character.
town.
Like,
Next donation.
Yeah,
my
like what?
friend just got
Say it.
downed.
Like what? Say it. Finish your thought. I knew exactly. Is it sad that I know you that well that I knew exactly that's where you were going with that? Cal, next donation.
Is this the one that's next?
Yes.
We
guys are
have
out of
2
control.
real from Kaio.
Thank you,
and he
Kaio.
said, Tristan, someday duels will happen in motorcycles.
did he say that?
Yeah, he did. I think in the abridged series, or in the dub. But Tristan,
It doesn't count.
Look for it in Duel Monsters.
That is crazy.
Thank you, Kyle.
Give it. Another 2 from Caio. Solta is like jump in Portuguese.
Also, what?
Oh, I guess it actually translates. Solta
Yeah.
is like jump in Portuguese. That will be fun.
Remember,
Yeah,
Atlas,
Salsa is coming. Thank you, Kyle. Thank you for the language lesson.
Shake it like a salt, shake it, shake it.
$5 from Naoki is soul confirmed.
Wow, that's what
Been a
name.
little
Yeah,
bit.
Naoki. Thank you so much for coming by.
Fam, good to see you.
Good to see
see all
you.
of you. Peeps still going strong. One weekend I'm going to binge Sevens and catch up with all the reviews.
Yes.
Pete, enjoying the legacies.
Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that.
I
Yeah,
know-
Definitely catch up.
Episode 18 Legacy Review will be out tomorrow. I know a few people that I've seen on my channel that have been saying like, yeah, I've been binging Sevens. Hope
50-50.
to catch up with the Sevens up
Yeah, I
soon.
love that.
So I think there's a lot of people that are like catching up. Anonymous is caught up. Dredger will be
Yeah.
here.
Very
so
soon.
That's great.
It's,
Dredger
yeah.
scares me.
People
Can
are
I just
getting
say
on
that?
board
Yeah.
finally.
It's good. It's good. Sometimes it takes a while. Sometimes people like to let the episodes build up. So it's cool. It's
Yeah,
chill.
true,
It's
true.
a fun time.
That's what Caliber did with Game of
So
Thrones.
Naoki, you were very much around with the Vrain series. Obviously, Naoki is soul confirmed, a very Vrain's name. It's great to hear from you always, my friend. Still going strong. As long, and I've said it before, I'd like to say it every few months, as long as Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime is happening, this will hopefully always be a segment, and my channel will always be around. That is even if I have a family in 10 years, that is a guarantee for me to you.
Well, yeah. Then instead of like Liza, jumping on the stream, it's little Billy coming down the stairs or something.
I would
You would name
never
your kid Billy.
name my kid Billy.
Oh.
Would you name him William though?
William DePrado.
Because a dick, is that why?
What?
That's Richard.
Oh, that's rich.
no, because Billy is a form of William. That's why I said it.
What the hell?
I don't know.
Why is it always like I try to just say something normal and then it gets twisted on me that like I'm the bad guy here?
No, that's not. It's not on you. That one's on you.
I didn't know you dated Billie Eilish.
Yeah, I'm the
You did a few years ago, I
bad
think.
guy.
That's not funny.
Next donation.
The next donation is from Alex Verme with $5.
Oh, this is a burpee, too. I agree. She is.
Wow, the timing here is
It's a fun
perfect.
stream,
That was
man.
like
So when are you
six
doing?
shot at it.
That's blowballing in.
Nick,
So when are you doing the beach or hot tub stream on Twitch? You know Cal will be
Thank
bringing the
you
ladies in.
for
This weekend.
the dono.
no, not this weekend. Are you actually planning on doing one?
We should all do one.
I'm not planning on doing one.
Why?
No,
It's not my.
It's trending on Twitch.
Yeah, it's not my style.
no,
The
I'm
what,
not
the
doing
pole?
Yeah, you work out.
So you just hate success?
barely.
You just
Oh
hate
my
success.
God.
Not aggressive.
I get these shots flung at me every day of my life.
Every day of your life.
When this camera turns off, this stuff doesn't stop.
Yeah, it doesn't.
You got that right.
We're not fake. We're real here. It's like 30 more shots.
That was Alex,
I'm
right?
taking shots. Yeah.
Alex, thank you. No plans to do a hot tub stream, but 48-hour stream this Friday night. That'll be fun.
We could do a vlog.
We can do a
And
hot
it
tub
could end
vlog.
up
Does
a
anyone
hot
even
tub.
own a hot tub?
Yeah, I have one in my parents' room upstairs.
That doesn't count.
Does anyone
That's
own a
bad
hot
for
tub?
You don't believe me?
It doesn't.
That's
It's
a
a
jacuzzi.
yeah, it's a
Jacuzzi.
personal bathroom.
Well,
It doesn't
Pete,
count.
what if we just found a
We could all
random
get
house
in
with
a
a hot
jacuzzi,
tub?
I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Are we gonna vlog it when we're arrested?
We can go to
John
Spark.
has
Oh,
a
yeah.
hot tub.
John does?
Yeah.
That'd be
We're not allowed at his house.
Oh.
Come on.
I don't know.
Shiosei owns a hot tub.
All right, well, we'll go to
Going.
Shiosei's.
We're gonna travel all the way there.
Yes.
It's worth it
She comes all the way up to here.
for a hot tub.
I mean, I
stream.
would do it. I used to live down there.
You did. You did.
Wow, TBT.
Yeah. So we're back. Huh?
Missed that.
All right, let's do it, Shiosei.
Let's make it happen.
But
I'm
we
sure
all, we
Copy
have to
might win.
Twitch stream it though.
That's the catch. That is the catch.
That's the caveat.
And she has to be Shiosei the whole time.
Well, those are-
Thank you
No,
for
I'm
the
saying, like, when we're
dono.
streaming it.
Oh, it shows has to be in the hot tub. That's crazy. We have $2 from Naoki, Soul confirmed.
Thank you, Naoki.
Is E.T. by Katy Perry the greatest music video ever?
No.
No.
It's pretty good. Kanye's in space and
I think I Kissed a Girl is better.
Of course you do.
I think Firework could be better.
Well, of course you think that.
I'm pretty
That
partial.
one. That one. Well, that.
I'm pretty partial to Waking Up in Vegas, but
That is
No, California Girls is what I'm thinking of with Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg.
That's a great.
I'm not a fan of
You know that
music,
album art is a painting. It's not a photograph.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think the in the movie The Interview when they're listening to Firework while they're in the tank. That's my favorite Katy Perry moment of all time.
I like that.
That's pretty good. It's a
I like
pretty
that.
movie. Pretty good.
Naoki, great question. What do you think?
What?
It's a yes or no question.
Okay, relax.
Yeah, he's getting.
I know, right?
Now you're threatening guests, dude. This is bad, bro. He's been a friend for a while.
He's been a good friend. That's why I feel comfortable.
Told you we had to like this
Threatening
guy when we got the chance.
Thank you for the dono.
We have another $5 from T-Pink staff.
Thank you, T.
Got to sell more Black Wings, boys.
I do not want Black Wings in my show. T-Pink,
Your
Tim,
show.
in my Yu-Gi-Oh.
You get this one.
Tim, thank you, my man. But no Black
Yes,
Wings.
yes.
Black
Yes,
Wings
I
appeared in Sevens. Would you
Yeah,
drop
I
it?
No.
You had it, didn't you?
No, I did.
We gotta have a
I didn't drop it before.
Yeah, that's right. That's true.
That was a while
That's
ago.
true.
Yeah.
Could have dropped
That
it in
was
Arc
when
5.
the
That's true.
You didn't drop it either.
I didn't know. I sat through it.
Got a clip
You
by
sat through it.
Yo,
So I'm backing you up.
that's what I
Yeah,
did.
Fortnite, we're about to get down. Get down.
We've got
You stayed for Jack. I know.
I stayed for Jack.
Another-
Came for Crow, stayed for Jack. Yep.
$20 from Anonymous Anonymous.
Holy shit. Anonymous, thank you so much. Thank you.
I rewatched your Arc 5 4 years later video about the ending, and the ending didn't hold up in my opinion because Yugioh and Yuri getting along as, quote, friends, no, frowny face.
Yep.
Sorry, everyone else, for opening
Thank
this can of
you.
No, you know what?
for
It's
the
not a bad
dono.
can of worms to open up. Anonymous, thank you for another $20. Very generous donation. I think that was an issue that a lot of people had. Yuri's redemption was done, I thought, very poorly. I mean, you're the only one who can speak to it.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm not gonna rant too much about it here, but like just focusing on that aspect of the comment that Anonymous made. It was weird seeing Yuri just talk to the other U boys as if they were like best friends the whole show, without any sort of consequence or
yeah.
inner dialogue. It just didn't feel right.
No, yeah. It just didn't sit right.
Yeah.
Might be
So.
long.
Yeah, because I like to.
I have one comment to make. I
Yeah.
don't know if you want to do it before the last
Oh, yeah.
donation
Just-
or
yeah.
after.
No,
But
make the comment. JC's got a comment to make.
Let's hear it.
So, how would you guys feel about this? I'm gonna rep my boy Rook again. All right.
Okay,
so-
rep him. He's wearing
I'm
the shirt.
I'm gonna rep him. All right. So, how would you guys feel about this? And I guess this is more towards UP, right?
Oh, okay.
So, since you feel that, like, if Yuga lost one more time, right, to Rook right here, like, it would kind of make you feel a little bit weird about his character and this and that. But think about it this way. Let's say Rook wins, because he's going to win, right?
Oh!
Oh, okay.
Oh my!
He's going to win.
I like the confidence.
All right, he's going to win.
I'm gonna bring
All right.
steel chair.
Let's bring up this topic. Okay, so let's say Yuga loses, which he's going to... All right.
He is gonna lose.
You picked Yuga.
So he's gonna lose. So I think. Do you think this would be an interesting character arc? Let's say Yuga loses. He now that he lost to Rook at the finals, he couldn't achieve the King of Duels, and he basically couldn't be kind of champion of Rush Duels because he's the creator. Wouldn't it be an interesting character arc for him? It's like, wow, like I lost to Rook at the end, and I had a maximum, and every other time Yuga lost before that, when he was sidetracked by not having his own maximum, he wasn't good enough to beat someone without a maximum. And now he has it, and he couldn't beat Rook. It could be an interesting character arc to see in the following season, like him trying to be like, all right, I may have created this game, but I'm obviously not the best. I'm obviously not good enough, and now I need to improve my skills outside of maximum to learn how to do that. And then Rook would be who he has to be at the end of the show to prove like he doesn't need maximum to win, maybe.
No, that'd be very interesting just because Rook, in that case, in your scenario, he proved that you can beat someone without having a maximum. And so, yeah, he would definitely look like at the Asana duel, let's say. Because the Neil one, he was kind of blindsided. But with Asana, like, I mean, he got completely owned and it was the same scenario. So, yeah. That would be fascinating.
And it would be interesting, too, because it'd be different from a role in the main character where, like, now the main character is not perfect, and he has to rise up to something to Rook because he's the one who defeated him with his maximum. So, without a maximum himself. So, I feel like that could be an interesting arc. I don't know how you guys feel about that.
I've said long before, many episodes ago, that I didn't love Yuga's reliance on Seven's Road. He's strayed away from that a little bit, thankfully, but now I kind of think he's replaced that with some of his maximums.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm always for characters growing and not relying on a certain strategy or set card to win every duel. It would just it'd be very topsy turvy.
It would.
That where you have the best friend, quote unquote, character kind of serving as the rival and being the person that you're trying to get your game up to, and that's the main character that's trying to
right.
chase
It would
that.
be different.
It would
but
be very interesting.
It would. Sevens is pretty different.
Yeah, I wouldn't hate that. I really wouldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the idea of him like needing to rise to the occasion, like finding a reason to improve himself. Because I don't know if you guys necessarily like found that kind of motivation quite yet. Well, actually, that's not true entirely, but a bigger reason would definitely be good to see him sort of train and improve.
Yep. And that's my last rep for tonight for Rook.
I like
All
that.
day.
I like
Rook, 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 Rook.
Picked Yuga.
Rook. We're all repping Rook here, baby. We're all repping Rook.
You're not. You don't even have it on.
Oh,
No, I think it washed out.
I-
It washed out.
Oh shit!
I thought I was actually wearing a Rook shirt.
It washed
It's
out.
because you're faking it, bro.
God, such a fake fan. You're a fair weather fan, bro.
You're fading away quicker than a maximum.
Oh, I think that'd be a good bar.
This
Good
guy's
one.
topical. This guy's topical.
guy's
I
good.
like it.
Topical,
All right.
smart,
Let's
funny,
read that last donation.
All right, we'll do a couple. Yep.
sexy.
Oh, there's more, right?
Yeah, we're near the end.
Okay.
We've got 5 more real from Kyle.
Thank you, Kyle.
Otis is Naoki and Aoi's son, and he wants to uninstall Rush Duels to make Speed Duels great again. Otis, do you believe in our online savior playmaker?
Kyle, I'm gonna tell you something right now. Get the hell off of this street.
Whoa!
You
I
kidding
think
me?
that's not
How he's gonna set her bar that low?
I like that theory.
That low?
How we fight right now on stream?
Let's do it.
Kyle
Punch.
has been watching a little too much of this stream.
Yeah,
Because you only come up with theories like that if you watch my videos too much. Kyle, take a break from Yu-Gi-Oh! Everything, man. You don't want it. I mean, that's crazy.
We'll see in a few
Don't
months.
take a break. I want more of that.
No, I want more of it. Kyle, we love you, man. Thank you, dude. I love that's a great crack theory, dude. Hayami.
Jarret agreed with me, by the way. You're waiting way faster than a maximum. That's a pretty.
I appreciate
that.
that. Let's collab with a song.
Thank
from
you.
that.
I'm gonna
For
steal
the
that and use that on one
dono.
of my streams coming up. I like that a lot. That was a really good
That was
comment.
clean, man.
It was clean. Yeah, that was off the top.
Dill, if you use it in a video, just have Pete's face appear when you say it.
Like the
yellow
caliber
selfie.
with the
Yeah.
caliber vlog video where he just randomly pops up.
You could
Oh
make
my
that. You
God,
could put that
dude.
on the logo on a T-shirt design too.
I could.
Fading faster than a maximum.
And it's
Yeah.
a faded picture of that Pete selfie.
Yeah, that selfie is timeless at this point.
Thank you for the dono.
We've all got them.
Got him.
That's what I'm saying, Alex. That's what I'm saying.
What did you say?
You're saying the idea that Aoi would stoop that low.
Yeah,
is
no,
sad.
she would never.
No way.
We've got 2 real from Kyle.
Thank you.
Not Black Fang. Not Black Wings. White Fangs. The wolf archetype.
Well, I'd be fine with Wolf
Wolf
archetype.
Nation.
Kyle, let's hope it happens, man. Thank you.
$5 from T Pinkstaff.
Thank you, Tim.
You see, this guy is the most negative person in the online Yu-Gi-Oh community.
It's true.
People believe that, by the way.
Who?
Me.
People are
You
doing
know,
it,
Yeah,
by the way.
people say
That's
that about me.
ridiculous.
I
Dude,
completely
you're like
agree.
Positive Paul.
Go on Reddit. Go on 4chan. Go on 8chan. Is that still around 8chan?
I don't think. Yeah.
Go on those sites.
That's it.
Dabble in the Yu-Gi-Oh community, anime discussions. Go on Twitter, and then watch my videos and tell me that my videos are mostly negative. It's one of the one of the
Yeah.
craziest
I mean,
things.
you've
I've
been
ever heard.
positive about Sevens this whole time. You're
Yeah.
positive about Reigns.
Yeah.
Oh wait.
Arc 5 when it was
Arc
okay.
5, I made a whole video, and people forget this. Look on my channel. I made a whole video bashing the Nico rating system when they were trolling the hell out of Arc 5. I made a whole video bashing that and defending Arc 5. That was when they were in the Heartland arc. So, like, listen, of course, you know, I'm more critical of shows looking back at them because I think it's more fair to judge a show in hindsight rather than when the show's
done.
going on.
Yeah. Of
course.
Because you don't know what the show's going to do or what ideas they're going to expand on. But
We've still got it going.
to say I'm a
You
negative
with one
content
right
creator, maybe the rant videos are more negative videos, but
I
that's
mean,
a-
even I have those.
yeah, but that's a type of video. That's
Yeah,
not my
that's the
content
point, yeah.
normally.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That's not the main.
It's a crazy comment.
No, we're gonna do it. We have
Tim, thank you.
$20 Mexican from Toby Monas.
Shit, thank you, Toby.
I Goha Dainana Showa. I don't know what that means, but it's like pronounced like phonetic. It seems like it's spelled phonetically.
Does it just mean go ha rush, go ha rush, go ha rush?
Maybe. I like
Okay,
that.
that's a sound
It
bit.
was fun to chant.
Toby, you said?
Yes,
It's a new
Toby.
name. Toby, thank you so much for the donation, my friend. Greatly appreciate it. I think we have a couple on the link,
We have
right?
a lot of
We do.
them.
We
Yeah.
have one
Well,
more
if
super
just one more in
chat,
super chat, and then
Okay.
you
do
can
it.
finish off with the links if you want.
One more from Kyle for two. Well, that makes Yuga like Pegasus and Rook Yugi. This is getting off the rails, Kyle.
This is getting off the rails, honestly.
I love it though.
I got Entame saying hi to Yona. X-Slayer, thank you for the $1 donation. Which character do you dare God hate the most? Have to have controversy to make us all hate you. My most disliked character probably is Crow. What's your most disliked character in all the shows?
Come on, don't do this to me.
No, say it. I want you to look into the camera
Don't
and
do
say
that
it.
to me. That's
Say
not
it.
fair.
Say it.
Sucker.
What's the one character you made a video on? Say it right
I
now.
have a couple rants on.
Say it. Say it right now.
Why did you say it like that? You were like really desperate. Like,
Say it right now. Say it right now.
guys, you already know. You already know who's my least favorite character. Don't hate. The least favorite is Yusaku.
That's
You
fine.
set me up.
It's all right.
Set me up.
What about you? From Vrains or Sevens? What's your most least favorite character?
Schrodinger's cat.
Okay.
They're like, say it, JC. Say it with your chest.
Don't worry, this isn't into the Vrains anymore.
It feels like it is.
No.
Schrodinger. Probably Schrodinger.
Pete.
Are we talking main characters or side characters?
Yeah, I mean, I like to go main, but you can do
We were
anyone.
talking
Oh, we were on
main.
mains?
You can do anyone.
We're
X-Slayer
talking on main?
X-Slayer didn't.
On God?
Pete.
Saku then.
He said Yusaku under his breath.
Yeah, I'd say if we're doing like mains, then it would probably be Yusaku.
Yeah, well, important characters. Crow's not a main, but he's important. Yeah, so, wow, 2 Yusakus. What about you?
I don't know. Main, I mean, I hate Naoki, so that would definitely be right up
Yeah,
there.
I mean, how important do you consider Naoki?
But-
though?
But he's not that
But
important.
yeah, but main-wise,
Very important.
I don't really hate anyone.
Yeah, I don't hate anybody. But least.
I mean, I'm not a
Least
huge fan.
potential.
All right,
Yeah,
all right.
there was a
At
lot
this
of
point in
potential.
time,
Exactly.
where I
Big
am in
maps.
Duel Monsters, I'm not the biggest fan of Jinochi. I'll just say that.
All right.
Really?
Good
Okay.
answer. Good
That'll
answer.
change.
That's
I'm-
interesting.
Hey,
And I already said-
I'm not worried about that.
Jonucci
Okay.
died.
You're still early on. Still early on.
Yeah.
He's trying to shape my opinion.
No, I'm
trying to sway you a
I'm not
little
worried about it.
If it's more of a main
Manipulated.
character, it would be oh great, never mind. Just go. I had it in my head and I lost
Think about it.
What's it
Noah,
look like?
Noah Kelly,
It was
thank
Brains,
you.
but I can't
Thank you
remember.
for the $2 donation. Big WWE fan and love the Triple H reference. It's time to play the game. Speaking of which, have you heard about the recent WWE layoffs and rumors that the company might be getting sold? If so, what are your thoughts and/or concerns about the company moving
I have
forward?
not heard that.
I heard
but
about
that-
the layoffs.
Yeah.
I've seen some of the layoffs. A few actually,
Strowman was,
have
yeah.
been released, so I have seen that going on. But selling the company, I mean, that'd be crazy.
Yeah, if McMahon, it would be McMahon selling it.
Does it have anything to do with him once again plunging into the XFL and then that going belly up once again? I mean,
Would make
is it
sense.
something like that?
I don't
Trying to
know.
recoup his cup of money.
I'm a little concerned about it. I haven't watched WWE since the audiences were removed. I love having the live audience for the pops on the returns.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping by Royal Rumble 2022 we'll be back. That's what I'm kind of hoping for. But yeah, I don't really have too many thoughts about it, Noah. I'm not too worried about it.
It's
But
such a huge brand.
it's such a
How could it
massive brand.
disappear?
I would imagine they'll be okay. I know AEW's ratings also were kind of going down the last few weeks. I've watched WrestleMania. I saw Reigns win the Triple Threat, which I love Edge, so I was disappointed about that. Haven't watched since. I'll probably get back into it. I mean, we went to Money in the Banks
It was
in
awesome.
2013.
I walked out with the Shield.
We saw, or you walked out with the Shield at Extreme Rules. We saw Shield Evolution at Extreme Rules,
God.
2012. So
That's
we
when Shield was
were
hype.
massive fans of WWE, and maybe when the fans are back, we'll get back into it. Noah, thank you, my man. Limestone, thank you for the $1 dono. Is the hot tub gonna be OnlyFans? No hot tub, no OnlyFans. X-Slayer, thank you for the $1 donation. Please bring Blackwing to Sevens for the sake of the Lord. X-Slayer, get out of here, man. We don't want Black Wings. Come on. Limestone, thank you for the $5 donation. I like Shingo Sawatari in Arc 5.
So do I. I love him.
You know.
It's great I love him.
How do you feel about
What
that?
did you say about that?
I think people can have opinions.
Yeah, but how do you feel about the character?
Well, I like to call him Owen 9 Shingo, first of all.
Hey, he always puts on a good show.
He always puts on a good show.
The best show.
I mean, most characters who duel put on good shows, even if they
No, not as an entertainer. He puts on a good show.
Yeah,
Better than Yuya at times.
I wouldn't disagree with that.
Yeah.
At least Yuya could win. But
He's the main character. He has to win.
I thought wins and losses weren't everything.
Yeah, okay.
they're not. But when you go 0-9, that's a little alarming.
I just thought it was quantity, or quality over quantity.
And 0-9 is quality.
They were quality losses.
Exactly.
Did he entertain the crowd or not?
In some instances.
He always did. Nah.
No.
What instance did he not entertain?
How about when he first
not
dueled
entertaining?
Yuga? And he
That
was,
doesn't count. That was before he
His
became an
R5
entertainer.
slider.
Okay, how about this? How about the first duel when they arrive in Synchro and he gets OTK'd by security dueling alongside Serena and Yuya? Yuya entertained the security officers.
But what about during the tournament
During the tournament,
when he fought against Yugioh?
that was a pretty good duel.
That was an entertaining duel.
But did he win?
Yeah, fair.
He didn't have to. He put on the good show. That's all he needed to do.
My friend, we have differing opinions on Shingo
And he
Sakai,
actually
that's
almost
okay.
almost beat Yugioh. Yugioh
He
barely
did.
touched him
He
until
did
the
almost
end.
beat Yugo. He also almost beat Zark.
Technically, yes, he
Yeah,
actually
almost.
did. He actually put a dent on Zark.
The Jets almost won the Super Bowl a few years
Kaito
ago.
and Shun didn't
That
even touch
wasn't
Zark.
even. That's ridiculous.
The Mets almost won the World Series in 2015.
That's more, yeah.
I mean, it's okay to deal with
Listen,
almost.
I know he's
Yeah,
not
we
the
won't
best,
let
but he's
Yeah.
great.
My least favorite of a sort of main character, Blood Shepherd.
Bloodshot.
That's a good, yeah.
I
that's
agree. Very
good.
I
stale.
hated his dueling. He was so boring.
No,
That's
in all seriousness, Limestone, Shingo is not that bad. I did not really like him. I really am not a huge fan of the comedic but like douchey characters. It's just not for me. He was a douchey character. He grew a little bit, but he always had that douchey arrogance.
A little.
He was arrogant. I don't love arrogant characters. And anyone 0-9.
Wow.
We have different opinions. We can all have different opinions. Some people think the
Kaput's
Jets are
like
going to be
Yuga.
a Super Bowl contender. I don't.
No one. No
Cassius, thank you for the $1 donation. Yuga, I should be my
that's the man
maximum.
right there.
Rook loses that
That
turn.
is.
We'll see. That could that might be how it is. But Cassius, thank you for another donation and thank you for being here. Does that?
No.
No.
People are going crazy because you're here, bro.
They're
Wait, what
popping
happened?
off.
It's
I guess
what?
we have some more donations.
We do.
Legendary
Thank you, guys.
donos
Jesus
for
Christ.
legendary duels.
We have 5 more out from
Okay.
Kyle.
Thank you, Kyle.
This one's repeat.
That's
All
repeat.
right.
This one's repeat. Imagine if the 2 green hair characters in Sevens are sons of Naoki.
No.
Imagine adult Naoki being one of the Goha admins. Just
No.
imagine.
No. I stopped watching the show.
With the way they run their company, I could see it happening.
This guy.
They're successful, by the way.
In my version, in my future of Reigns, Naoki died young.
Wow.
So did I.
Oh.
Nice donation.
That's deep.
Sheesh.
Okay.
Now that's real hatred. Right
Died
there.
young. That's hard. What a horrible thing to
That's
say. I
How
didn't even
young
say
are we
that about
talking?
Shingo.
Yeah, I'll leave it to
Oh,
your
why would you?
imagination.
That would be messed up.
Exactly. I don't hate him. I just don't think he's a good character. Go on. Nothing about Shingo. You're not gonna let
I looked up a
we can't
picture
let
of him.
Shingo come between us.
I looked at a picture of him and I can see.
You might have
I
to
like him.
come
I can see why
come to
you'd hate
that.
him. Because he's a Chad and you're.
Thank you. Thank you.
What did you
Thank
say?
you.
Because he's a Chad and you're an incel.
Oh,
Are you kidding?
We are off the rails.
Look at this picture. You know Dylan hates this guy. For a
He hates him
reason.
because he's popular. You know. That's why he
He's
hates
not
Gallagher.
popular. How was he with Serena and Yuzu? Serena and Yuzu liked him.
Yeah, this guy's
No.
they even talk?
Serena slapped him upside the head.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, he's a Chad though.
I wanted to
prick.
say this for the record. Shiosei's manager said she would drop subbing sevens if Naoki appears. So there you go. That's all you need to know.
Wow. Okay.
Well, now we really can't have Naoki appear.
All you need to know.
I'm afraid I've got some bad news.
God, if I ever see Naoki on the cast list, guys, it's over.
You wouldn't even get to do a. We wouldn't get to do a sevens up on it.
It won't be Hong
It would all be on Hong Kong all over again.
I have something to say. All right.
Oh,
It's not about Shingo, is it? It's about Shingo,
It's
isn't it?
not
Okay,
about
okay.
Shingo. It's not about Shingo. It's
not about Pro either.
But I could go on about
No,
Shingo.
we don't need to.
All right,
We're done with
I'll
Shingo.
go on.
even me.
Anyway, so I have something to say, and I find it interesting because I'm known as the brains hater, right?
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Well, I don't know if you're
I'm gonna defend myself a little bit here, all right?
Okay.
All right. Yusaku's obviously not my favorite character, and Brains wasn't perfect all the way through. I didn't love it.
I agree.
But no one has ever asked me. People just assume that I hate it, but no one has ever asked me what are my favorite characters. Nobody.
What are your
Everyone
favorite
just
characters?
assumes I hate it.
What are your favorite
I
characters?
love Revolver season 2 and on. I love Lightning, and I love Spectre. Those are my 3 favorite characters in Vrains.
So you like everyone who's evil.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Why do you like Revolver post season 1?
I don't know. Season 1, I don't know why. He just felt kind of stale to me. But the role in Season 2 where he was kind of not good, not bad.
Yeah.
But, like, you didn't know what side he was on. And he was doing his own thing. But, like, you can't trust him either. But sometimes you can't.
It comes down
It was a
Windy.
good role. Yeah, that was.
Oh,
he had badass moments after that.
God.
Let's be real.
The Knights coming in, destroying the... Oh.
Yeah, he gave me those ragey vibes in Season 2.
Yeah.
Ragey vibes all day.
He became the real rival.
So, yeah, I love those characters a lot. They sold the show for me. Spectre, Lightning, and Vector sold the show for me.
There you go. There you go. You heard it from the man himself.
There we go.
From
Clear
the
the
man
air.
himself.
The air is cleared.
Yes.
And I love Go too in Season 1. After that, I was just like,
Go's got
what
Well,
did
you know,
I do?
you know what we say about Go on this channel.
Go's got to go.
Yeah, that always hurt. But
After Edwards always gave me
after
shit
Season
for that.
2, it was
That's
like,
his
all right,
character, bro.
yeah.
Yeah, he's got to go.
So we have a $5 donation from Johan Udai with no
Oh.
comment, and then another $5 donation from him saying Shun Kurosaki best character.
Kurosaki
He's
Shun,
great.
best
Shun is
character.
great, yeah.
Probably my
Thank
favorite or
you
second favorite in
for
Arc
the
5. I always go back
dono.
with him and Reiji.
Yeah. both
Probably
great. Amazing,
a
yeah.
top 10 or 15 character of the show. If I liked what they did with him in the final 30 episodes more, and he was more, I think, important. If that Rory duel was more memorable, I really wasn't a huge fan of that Rory duel, which that was his big
Yeah,
payoff duel.
it could have been better.
Yeah, the
Especially with all
animation.
the build-up, yeah.
And the Battle Beast was interrupting that duel, which
Right,
was
yeah,
a
yeah.
horrible decision.
Let's not go on about that right now. Yeah, I know you can rant.
I'm gonna bite my tongue for you, but Shun would be like a top 5 of all time for me. He was that good.
No, he was fantastic.
First 100 episodes, he was that good.
Definitely fantastic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was phenomenal. So, Johan Udai, I agree. Thank you for being Obelisk Blue. Thank you for the. I hope you didn't put him and Shun in the same sentence, my friend. My God.
I know. I just did it to trigger you.
My God, you succeeded. Johan Udai, love Shun. Love Shun. Thank you for the donations. It's gonna be that.
Let's
Yeah,
be
let's
real.
get this
Yeah,
right.
I'm being real.
We got
I'd put him in the top 20.
Sorry, yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Maybe 25.
$25 from Novice Gamer.
Holy shit, Novice Gamer! Welcome back, man. Actually, no, you're always chilling. What am I saying? Thank you for the big donation, dude.
To one of the most positive people in the Yu-Gi-Oh community.
That was a very nice comment.
That's a very nice thing to say.
Novice Gamer, thank you so much. Listen, if you guys, we joke around here on the podcast a lot. I go on some rants when I'm live. If you watch any of my episode reviews or my opening reactions or my summary discussions, 95% of the time I'm looking at the positives.
Of course,
I'm trying to get excited. I'm trying to get hyped up. And I usually genuinely feel that way. I think Sevens is in the most hype situation it's been in since the show has began. New opening coming up. Riding Rush Duel, even if it's just a tease, that is really cool. New characters in Season 2. What does Season 2 even bring? We have the finale of this duel next week. We just learned about Otis. I always try to be positive, but that's just my genuine personality. But even the most positive people, I have my negative opinions on some things and executions that the show
I think that
did.
makes you human.
Yeah. So,
Of course, yeah.
listen, it's not. I don't think it's a flaw.
No,
I think it's
not.
just who I am and who we all are. But don't fester in negativity. There are some people who really do fester in negativity, and yeah, my heart goes out to those people. Novice Gamer, thank you so much for a very, very big donation. I love having you in my community, man. I love having so many of you supporting me in my community by the Twitch streams. You're awesome, dude. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your week.
We have only 2 more. One in the link and then one. Is there a third? 4. What? Oh my God! 2 just came in.
Wow.
Oh my God!
Just now.
So
You guys are
that
crazy.
makes 666 with $6.66. My hated characters: Anime Chaz, Ira, Sergey, and Bowman.
Sergey
What
and
is that?
Bowman, I can see why.
Anime Chaz. What does that mean, anime? Like,
So manga
Oh,
Chaz is
oh.
great, and I would agree with that.
I
Yeah,
actually love anime Chaz for different reasons, but I'll move on.
well, he's very similar to Shingo, so that doesn't surprise me. Yeah, I'm not.
even that.
I'm
but
not
continue.
the I'm not the biggest fan of Anime Chaz either. I know a lot of people love him, so I'm kind of with you on there. That man, Ira is so irrelevant to me, but I think that's a fair pick. A lot of I know Pete likes Bowman a bit.
I like Bowman.
Bowman, a lot of people didn't like, but I'm
in the minority.
I'm neutral on Bowman. I didn't hate him, and then Sergey.
He's okay.
Sergey was a weird for some other. His monsters were really
He
creepy.
was bizarre,
Yeah. X Slayer, thank you for the $1 donation. Can you rank all the girl characters out of all the Yu-Gi-Oh series? Oh my god, that would be a massive.
That's like a video.
Era is the final villain of the Zexal manga. For those of you that don't know, that's a whole video. X Slayer, God, it would be pretty cool to do like top. When is Women's History Month? Did we miss it? There is Women's History Month,
Yeah,
right?
it's
It's
March.
March.
Oh,
That'd be a cool like top like 30 girl characters for March. I've already done one, but Sevens throws probably like 6 characters.
Yeah.
You do one a day for every day of March?
That would be a lot.
You said 30, right?
But like a top 30 video.
Well, you could do it in 30 different videos.
Maybe.
Number 30.
Would
No, that would be spamming. I'd lose a lot of subs.
Oh,
You don't want to
any other
spam like that.
Let's see. It's a countdown.
No, but it would
Oh,
spam.
yeah.
It would spam.
Doesn't get the legs.
But it's
I
yeah.
don't know. I don't know how to do that.
No. It's not a bad suggestion.
I think it's a bad suggestion. Just
Yeah,
tell me
probably
what's
would.
wrong.
X Slayer maybe in March.
Of next year.
Next year, yeah, we're past
Hey, the
that.
show will be over by then, right? So
Yeah.
No.
Some people think it will be.
Kyle with another 2 Real.
Thank you, Kyle.
Best Yu-Gi-Oh! Brains character. Goes Bounty Hunter number 2.
The pink Afro guy.
That dude was dope.
Oh.
Yeah, he was pretty swell.
Pretty swell.
Thank you, Kyle.
Pretty swell. All right.
And then our
He didn't have a
final
name.
dono of the night. T-Pink Stack with $10.
Holy Tim, thank you,
How
dude.
dare somebody disrespect the Chaz like that?
The Chaz. Listen, Chaz was fun. He was interesting. Kind of. He was comedic relief. I just as the supposed rival character, to me, he just doesn't compare to a Reiji, a Kaido, a Revolver.
No,
He's
I
just not
agree. Yeah,
that
he
class.
could have been better.
That's
yeah.
why I like to say Kaiser.
I just think he's a well written character.
I think in the manga he's phenomenal, but in the anime,
Yeah, in the manga he's the typical badass rival,
phenomenal.
but I feel like he's more unique in the anime in
I-
terms of like backstory and everything.
I'd use the word unique. Yeah.
Yeah, but you're using it in the wrong context. I'm using it in I don't know. He's more interesting.
No,
As
a
a
lot
character.
of people love Chaz. That's kind of one where I'm in the minority there. I just didn't like him for the role he was supposed to play in GX. I think he didn't prove
Why?
it.
Now this is probably a longer discussion, so we don't have to have it.
Yeah.
But why do shows sometimes feel the need? Like, is the manga coming after the show or before the show?
In every case except Duel Monsters, the manga came after. Except Zexal, the manga came first, which a lot of people don't know.
I didn't know
But
that.
the Zexal anime has nothing to do with the Zexal manga.
Yeah,
That's
It's
wow.
different.
Love that.
Yeah, which is fine. The
all of
Zexal
the-
manga got kind of weird at the end.
Well, we know that.
No, that's the Arc
that's
5
the
manga.
Oh, yeah.
Zexal manga just Era being a villain that was barely foreshadowed, that just came out of nowhere. To me, it was Shin Yoshida trying to say, like, oh, here's a
Thank
girl
you
villain. You know,
for
like, in
the
one of the
dono.
Zexal panels, Shin Yoshida says, because they have the author blurbs and stuff, he says, yeah, I know I'm really bad at writing girl characters. I really just don't like writing girls. And so
we see that.
we see that, and I mean, he was involved with Vrains, you know, and the fight.
Shida is a friend.
Well, he is a friend, but he's been kind of, you know, not discussed. It's like the referees in a football match. You don't want to be talking about him. They're doing their job. Shin Yoshida, you don't want to be talking about him.
He's a friend.
Well, he is a friend, but, you know. Thomas, Tim, T-Pink Staff, thank you so much for the $10 donation. You rock, man. I'm happy I know your Twitch and YouTube names.
I don't know.
I think that is going to wrap up a
Check the link.
brilliant episode.
You got.
One last one on the link here. Entame! Thank you for the $1 donation.
Oh.
How dare you disrespect Manjome like this, oh boy. Unlike Shingo, Manjome actually had a full character arc that resulted in something. He was great in Season 4. I would 100% agree with that.
Yeah, season 4 he
Season 4 he was great. He had a win that I did not think he was going to get. I don't want to spoil it too much.
Well, you do it every week. So.
He was very good in Season 4. I just feel like in Season 3... I feel like until Season 4, but he did have payoff, unlike Shingo.
To be fair, a lot
He
of
did
the
have payoff.
original characters in season 3 barely had.
That was my big issue with GX. And on the first 100 episodes,
yeah, the new characters.
I'm also. I know a lot of people love GX. I'm not high on GX.
I would.
I love GX.
Yeah,
I
I know
have
you
fun
do.
with it. It's not perfect.
Yeah.
It has plenty of flaws. but
Judai,
still
I
it.
love. He's one of my favorite
It's
characters
an
of all
interesting
time.
show.
It'll get better. I mean, it does get better
I mean,
in
what
3 and
is it?
4. But
What is GX?
first 100 episodes are, have fun.
Something.
It is what it
Yes.
is.
Something.
It's funny though because GX Judai is so high above I'd put any other characters. Manjome would definitely make my top 10 because there's no other characters that I would even be able to pick.
I suppose.
Kaiser, Edo, but then Manjome might even be top 5 because even though I didn't think he was that amazing of a
Yeah,
character.
there's not that much good competition, right?
Yeah. So
Well,
fascinating.
no, because I think didn't you like a lot of the season 3 characters?
Yeah, I liked Cook. I liked you.
So I think
Yubel,
those
Johan.
would over.
They would
yeah.
probably be above. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro O'Brien was great. But anyway, guys, Entame, if you want to smack me, I'll let you. Actually, I'll buy a pie if you want to throw a pie in my face for putting up with my nonsensical takes. You can do that next week. We will have Entame as a guest next week, so definitely stay tuned for that. JC Legendary Duels, his channel link in the description. Follow him, check him out. He does a lot of great stuff. JC, promote your page. We're doing a 48-hour stream on Twitch starting Friday night all the way to Sunday night. The schedule for that is up on Discord. It'll be up on Twitter very soon. We will be reacting to Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's episode 52, the finale, Saturday night only on Twitch. Link for my Twitch is down below. Pete, Nick T, Cal, JC, you guys are amazing. They all do some great stuff. Promo it. JC, you start. And thank you for making Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's Talking Up one of the Talking 7's Yu-Gi-Oh! Up. Talking Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's Up part of your Wednesday night. I love you. I will be right back. Listen to these guys and follow them.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Up.
He said talking up.
All right, we're good.
Talking up, Yu-Gi-Oh! Up.
All right, so yeah, my channel is Legendary Duels on YouTube. My channel is basically mainly about creating character decks, building the decks from the shows, and updating them with their new support and stuff like that. I also do character duels where we script duels. I don't know if a lot of people know that, but my duels are scripted because I like to create those anime level duels, so I make sure I script them and it saves time and effort. I also do dueling's content as well. I've been hosting tournaments lately for fun, and soon I'm gonna have my first paid tournament on Duelings as well.
Awesome.
And on there we also do character duels, and we even do our own official where you create your own character deck and put it in the tournament, stuff like that. I do top 5s from time to time here and there. My most consistent stuff is character duels and character deck profiles, and sometimes I'll rant, do some Yu-Gi-Oh! Discussions here and there. I don't do that too often, but mainly I've just been doing duelings because of COVID. We haven't had too much time to script duels and stuff, but we're gonna hop back into it, me and my partner Robbie. But yeah, that's basically what I do. I'm very anime focused on my channel, very much character duels. But yeah, that's my channel, and you can follow me on. You could sub to my YouTube, or you could follow me on Twitter at Legendary Duels as well.
Super
Awesome.
sick. That was
Sick.
really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, go check this guy
Awesome. Absolutely. Me, I basically stream on Twitch, twitch.tv/CalBreezy. I've been very inconsistent with it right now because of work, but hoping after this weekend I should be able to be more consistent, a few days a week at least. Streaming Pokemon Nuzlocke, Valorant, first-person shooter, Warzone. I mean, whatever I feel like playing that day. It's not really structured. Just, but, come have a good time, whatever. Follow. That's really all I got.
Beautiful. Well said.
Thanks, man.
I also stream on Twitch, twitch.tv/NickFightsMoms. I've been actually getting more consistent lately, which has been really good.
Proud of you.
Sunday, Monday, and now lately Tuesday nights. I just failed a Pokemon Crystal Randomizer Nuzlocke, but I'll be reattempting it. Maybe doing a Ruby. I might be doing an Emerald one soon. So that's been a lot of fun. I've gotten a lot of great responses there. And actually on Twitch, last week I sort of debuted my, I guess, a concept for my Twitch concert might be. So I might be doing that in the near future, where I'll be performing some songs, develop a set list, and maybe come up with a whole list of songs that you guys can sort of vote on and choose for me to play. Sort of similar to how Dylan does the Clone Hero streams, except with my own repertoire of songs. So that could be cool. I also play. Actually, that goes perfectly into. I write songs as an artist called Nameling, where you can stream my record Ask Again literally anywhere. Spotify, Apple Music, you name it, and you can buy it on Bandcamp or Amazon or iTunes. And I also play in a band called Mom Fight, where we play heavy hardcore music, and we've got a record being recorded this summer and maybe put out in the fall. So be on the lookout for that. And all that stuff can also be streamed anywhere.
Awesome, dude. Yeah, run your channel, Clueless Gamers, on YouTube. Do usually TV show, movie kind of reviews, TV show reactions, even some trailer reactions over there. Right now, Loki Marvel Disney Plus series starting up. We're going to be recording that very soon, and that'll be on the channel for you probably later this week. We also did the first 3 episodes of Amazon Prime's Invincible. So I'm in the process of editing that right now. So if any of that interests you, that is what is to come. And next month, don't forget, Black Widow finally comes out, so there will definitely be a
Thank
news
you
review
for
that
the
on the channel.
dono.
For all updates on my life, if you're interested, or anything about the channel, follow me on Twitter at P4Caro21.
Last one, chat. Goose777. Thank you, Goose. Counteracting the 666. Marvel enthusiast Pete, Nuzlocker Nick T, FPS Cal, character host JC, and Game Master Dylan. Darts Sartorius, Faker, Rajay, and Windy are villains that need more attention. I'd agree with all those. You guys are great. Much love. Goose! We love you, dude.
Much love.
Thank you. We love so many of you. Anonymous Anime Lover,
that Windy
Naoki
support,
is Soul. I mean, there were some people that haven't come by in a while that came by.
I know.
And then to all the people that are always here in the chat.
Goose.
Even if you do not donate, which is never a requirement or an expectation at all, I read the chat. I'm always in the chat after these streams end. So I just want to thank you for being a part of, and even if you're lurking or you're watching these on a Thursday or a Friday or the weekend, sipping some wine and relaxing in a hot tub, which someone actually told me they used to do with our Vrains ones, which is amazing.
That's awesome.
You are so appreciated, and I'm so thankful for each and every one of you. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you have.
We got one more.
Best Cowboy Nick Yagi. Pete, what about Star Wars?
Yeah, there's going to be some Clone Wars Season 7 stuff coming to the channel, and there may be Bad Batch after that, so stay tuned.
Yeah.
Star Wars content coming to Clueless Gamers. All of their stuff down below. JC, thank you for coming on. He will be on again. This is not the last time you are seeing him.
I'm
Cal,
back.
Nick T, Pete, thank you guys
Thank you
for
for
doing
having
this every week. Love you all, and I hope you have an amazing day. Season finale is here. Take care, guys.
See ya.